Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Intoxicated Sports Report. He's Gates Emoji. I'm Emerson Hip.
That was easy.
And warming up in the bullpen, we got Daniel, Dartz, John, Del Zampo.
It's good to be back, boys.
We are back. We are back.
Good to be back.
After a nice month and a half layoff.
Yeah, not bad.
We
little vacation.
enjoyed our summertime. We went to Italy, like we said.
Brag.
Before we left. Yeah, big brag.
Big brag.
Buonasera!
Ciao.
Buonasera!
Cheers, boys.
What does that mean, Danny?
Good evening.
Nice.
Okay.
And in true Italian fashion, we're drinking Mai Tais, which are not Italian at all, but they're very good.
Oh, they're good. Yeah.
No.
Maitello.
I feel like I
Nailed it.
feel like I'm at Wilfred's right now.
We are. Don't you feel the vibes?
Oh yeah, big time vibes.
There's no pirate ship decor or any bullshit like that on the walls, but
I gotta say, I can't believe that spot's still open.
I was just gonna say it's surprising it's still open, but when I walk into it, I think to myself, that's kind of a vibe.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
with all due respect to the people that run that place, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Good for you.
And so we move.
I mean, how many times have you been in that place? Less than 10?
Oh, yeah.
Less than 5?
I've had a drink there once,
I'm gonna say less than 5 for me.
and we walked in there. Was that on your birthday?
Which one?
Last year, maybe? And we decided not to go because we had too big of a group. Or maybe it was 2 years ago. Whatever, I think it was your 30th.
Oh, I
It wasn't
kind of
a-
remember that.
Yeah.
I don't.
Maybe Gage wasn't there. Maybe that's what it was. It was when we were waiting to surprise Gage for his birthday.
That'd make more sense.
Yeah,
But,
and
we were all together.
No. No, we weren't. Because you were...
The
with
30th, I
Devin.
thought, was.
Well, we went to Frog's Leap, and then after that, you guys.
No, I think we all parted ways at one point. Right? Unless you were still with us at that
No, I
point.
thought we went to dinner. Because we were gonna get Mexican food, and Nick called us. He said Mexican food might be the wrong choice.
No, we didn't go
because-
to dinner. We had dinner at your house.
Or we need lunch.
Yeah, we ended up going to Don Perico's. I think
That's right, yeah.
we were looking at going to
That's right.
going to Wilfred's after that because you wanted a pina colada,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
and then we
No,
did.
no.
If you like pina coladas.
And they couldn't really accommodate us because we had like 12 people, so we decided to go to the yard.
Man, I don't remember that.
You like my memory right there?
That's great.
Bang!
That's great. I remember the party. It was great. I mean, I remember parts of the party.
Do you remember that?
It's not as loud as I wanted to be.
We need better batteries in there. Okay, you're done.
I'll do that next time.
Danny, what's on TV? Is it still baseball? Or is it a commercial?
Yeah, it was commercial.
Yeah.
Still baseball.
We had a fun pitching matchup that you guys missed because they were already out of the game by the time you got here. But Paul Skeens versus Kyle Harrison.
Oh, that's juicy.
Yeah.
I like that.
Skeens got kind of touched up a little bit. He's been struggling this year.
Okay.
Kyle Harrison was dominating in his first start back from the injured list.
As a
So-
Giants fan, don't love to hear that.
No, it's not great.
But I said to you earlier, is it worse for the Red Sox who let him go because the Giants did trade him to the Red Sox?
I think in the totality of the trade, I know Devers has not been great for the Giants, but at least they have him out of this deal. The Red Sox I don't believe they have any single player that the Giants gave them in that trade anymore. And I don't know who they got in return for like Kyle Harrison, and I think they just released Jordan Hicks. I don't know about the James Tibbs trade, but yeah, all bad for both teams.
It's not great, especially how the Giants are playing or lack thereof, and then you see Kyle Harrison shoved tonight. It's not great.
I think the other shitty part is like Kyle Harrison was a Bay Area kid, and he got drafted by the Giants and came up and was, as a top prospect, and they just gave him away for this guy named Rafael Devers, who's just not it right now.
And do we hate to say it, but would we rather have Kyle Harrison right now than Logan Webb? Ooh, I hate to be that guy. I know, Logan Webb is not far off of what you just said about Kyle Harrison. Like,
Yeah.
From Sacramento, close to Sacramento.
Well, I think if you consider what Kyle Harrison is doing now
So
versus what he was doing for the Giants, I think you have a point there.
And I like Logan Webb.
Yeah.
I'll say he pitched a hell of a game the other night.
Webb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 strikeouts in 4 innings, I think. or
Well, I think he finished with 8, which was his season high.
Yeah,
and over
career
six,
high.
6. No, not career.
something.
No way.
6 strikeouts?
No.
8. Not. There's no way that was career high. I
Look
would
it
be
up.
shocked.
Maybe it was season.
I think it was season high. Which I was shocked to see that it was a season high because 8's not that many
It's because 7 was the record previously for him.
this year.
Maybe.
Can you please do the research for me? Because there's no way that's his career high.
I would be.
I'd be shocked if that was career high.
What 8 the career high?
8, yeah.
I would be shocked.
I mean,
because he's kind of a strikeout artist.
I would say he's kind of he's had his times as a striker. He led the National League in strikeouts last year. So there's that. So the fact that
What do you think it is, like 12?
I'm not going to go so far as 12, but I think it might be 10.
Which is not far off from 8. I'll give Danny the credit.
But 8.
It's 12.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. All right, there we go.
I knew it wasn't 8. I was like, this guy has to have hit double digits at some point in his career.
Against
The Dodgers.
Dodgers.
the Angels,
Close.
LA.
where he notably struck out Mike Trout 3 times.
Ooh, Devin's loving that. That's was it? Do we know if it's in?
That was actually his second time doing 12. He's done it twice. The first time was in March 30th, 2023, but there's nothing notable about that.
Who was it against?
I don't know.
No.
That's what I said.
You
Nothing notable.
don't have it. Don't have it.
But hey, struck out Trout 3 times.
So,
Who tells grandkids that?
yeah, he will.
Yeah, Mike Trout, first ballot Hall of Famer. Struck out 3 times.
So, did you guys enjoy Italy?
Yeah, honestly, I did. You know, I think going into it, kind of how I am.
You had your hesitancy?
Hesitancies for sure. But overall, I would go back 100%. I'd go back to all 3 spots we were at.
Really?
I would. I think Como takes, you know, the whole planes, trains, automobiles thing. To get to Como was a little was a little much for my taste. But yeah, I'd go back to Lake Como. Are you kidding me? It's beautiful.
I mean,
I thought the train system was awesome.
It is.
It was.
Very efficient.
it was a little dicey because we didn't know what we were doing at first, but
Yeah.
after everything...
Second time around, you
Yeah.
felt a little better about it.
Yeah.
And I'll give Nate a shout out. He doesn't listen to us, whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine. But he was the best trip advisor, and I would
Nate the Great.
100% trust him again with anything like that.
What, are you asking for some credit right now?
Yeah.
You always do, but why this time?
I think Nate had a really dumb idea in the beginning that I had a great idea about that you guys
Okay,
figured out.
that's one part of it. One part of like...
What was that?
The private taxi.
Private taxi was fun.
You will, I said many times, Danny was right. Something I don't like saying often, but I have to give you credit when it's due. You're right on that.
You were on a heater to start that trip.
You were.
I think you dropped off a little bit, but...
I would say for me, and we're going to get into it talking about World Cup, but the best moment for me was being in Milan, one of the last nights that we were in Italy, watching the World Cup at this very small Irish pub.
Great spot.
So tiny and so packed that you can barely walk to the bathroom. Apparently there was a downstairs.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it. I don't know if you guys walked down there and saw it, which apparently I would not be surprised if it was packed too. I'm not sure I would
I
want to
heard
be.
it was packed.
I'm not sure I want to be inside underneath the place.
We probably would have
for
been
that.
sweating balls like we were just being outside.
Exactly.
I was dripping outside.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was.
Did you ever see my shirt? It was...
I was sweating too. But we were able to watch the match, game.
Whatever. Yeah.
With a TV pointed out towards the street. Probably 40 or 50 of us out there.
Yeah, give or take.
Give
Yeah,
or take.
I think it's a fair estimate.
Drinking beers, they were asking for our orders outside.
Yeah.
Just incredible experience talking to a lot of Scottish people that are from.
No, we are Irish guys.
Irish
that,
guys,
that big group of guys
Yeah,
are Irish.
yeah, they,
Excuse me, sorry,
Yeah.
excuse me. Irish.
Yeah,
Me, American, of course.
Yeah, come on.
There's no difference, I know, my apologies.
they were fun.
But I think that was just overall, and the fact that we were in Italy for a World Cup final that was in the United States
Yeah.
felt kind of ironic too.
You're right.
But we were crushing Guinnesses, taking shots. It was just.
Yeah, good vibes.
It was a great time.
I'm not gonna lie. When we showed up, I was like this might not be it because of the fact that our view of the TV was okay.
It wasn't great.
Which didn't matter after everything that happened because we made friends with a bunch of people around us, and like you said, spilling out into the street, watching a game.
And
drinking beers
cars
Yeah.
would drive by and drive away and go back.
Those fucking kids from Ireland were hilarious.
Yeah, that was a great
Taxi!
moment. I'll never forget that moment. And do I think it would have been nearly as good if that wasn't that game in that moment? No, probably not.
Yeah, if it was just a run-of-the-mill soccer match that we just happened to want to go watch or something, wouldn't have had the same.
But the fact it was the Super Bowl of soccer
Right.
made it that much better, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah. No,
Could you imagine if Italy was actually playing?
Dude.
Oh my god.
Or even if they were, because this is 3 straight World Cups that they have not qualified for, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah.
if they had just been relevant, you know, I feel like there would maybe be even more buzz around soccer, but.
No, I mean, if Italy was in that game, it'd be insane.
It would be insane.
Oh yeah, that'd be another level.
Oh, it would be
Yeah.
like all time type stuff.
I do think it was funny that, and I'm sure it was the same in America. Like 98% of the people that were around us were rooting for Spain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When I was rooting for Argentina. I think it might have been known
Yeah.
on this podcast, but I definitely was not making it known around me because
There were a couple people that we talked to. There's that one I just got.
you see Spain jerseys, and I'm not the biggest soccer guy anyway, so I'm not going to be one of those guys who just tries to be an asshole, especially in a different country. I'm not that kind of guy.
Was there one guy wearing a Messi jersey that was?
I think I saw a couple.
Yeah,
So,
or at least yeah.
which is not surprising.
Yeah.
But I just thought the whole thing and how we were able to walk there from where we had dinner, it was perfect. It was just a perfect situation.
It was great.
And even if like the place was kind of underwhelming, like you thought it might have been, I think from there that was our only option.
Yeah,
Like, where else would we have gone?
We would have probably had to walk quite a ways to find another spot.
And it wasn't terribly far from where we stayed.
No. Yeah, it was
Walking,
less than 50
a
minutes.
healthy walking
Yeah.
distance.
It was funny that we linked up with some of the guys from the wedding in Milan.
That was
'Cause, yeah, like
That was the plan, though.
Yeah, I just didn't necessarily think that it was going to come to fruition like that because I don't even think we knew that any of those guys would be there. Definitely not before the wedding,
Mhm.
you know. But anyways.
Guinnesses and Fernets go a long way.
It's a hell of a combo.
I will say, I went to lunch at Joe's on Sunday, just after playing softball. And I had a beer, whatever. Oh, actually, that's part of the story. So I got my lunch, and I was gonna get a Guinness, and they're like, "Oh, the Guinness is out."
Oh.
What did they have also on tap? Peroni.
Oh,
Nice.
So I was like, "I'll take a Peroni."
You didn't want an Aperol Spritz?
And then I was gonna get a Fernet, kind of close out. Like, oh, we don't have any Fernet.
No, what?
We have Montenegro.
It's
like, all right, give me a
that'll be a good
Monty.
substitute.
Yes, please.
I think Fernet's better than Monty, but
Ooh.
They're different. They're different vibes.
No, I think Montenegro tastes way better.
it's too sweet for me.
I mean, I can understand that
Yeah.
that it's too sweet.
I
But
don't,
think
I don't even think it's a question.
something that goes down easier. It's no question. It's Montenegro.
Yeah.
I think.
But I also like ending my drinking sauce lunch with a Fernet, get that
Yeah, a nice bitterness to
That
kind of
toothpaste
wash things down. Yeah.
flavor in my mouth.
I've also learned from that trip, Hugo Spritzes are so good.
I like them. I don't know. I was really liking the select spritz that we had only a handful of times because
Okay.
we had like a million Aperol spritzes
Oh
while
my
we were
God.
there. I got tired.
I got real tired.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
But you're there, you know?
Yeah,
You're there.
yeah. It was all about fun.
Even at that dinner, I got a Negroni, and I kind of realized I don't like Negronis after I ordered it.
Yeah, Negronis are definitely an acquired taste. I like them, but they're not my first choice of cocktail.
The Hotel San Marino, terrible.
Not recommended. The pool was great.
But yeah, in the pool, I mean, it was great because of the pool, but
Yeah.
outside that, it wasn't a great pool.
No.
We happened to get the short Italian suite, you and I.
Yeah. We got the kids.
The kids suite.
The kids.
I had to shave my face while sitting in a chair because
That was pretty funny to watch, honestly.
because the mirror was to my chest. It was ridiculous. And when I took a shower, it was I had to, did you have to do the same thing? Bend down, take a
Yeah,
shower?
I mean, I did
It
kind
was
of move it
ridiculous.
where like I could just be
Yeah.
like right
And
underneath
it pissed me off even more when we went to Nick's room and he had
Oh, his room was
great-looking
cush.
room. I'll give Emerson credit. He took the twin when I had the queen. You did not have to do
I
that.
don't know if it would have made a difference.
But it's just more room.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm getting at.
I see by me and Nate's spot was not bad at all.
Really?
Yeah, and I kind of
Our AC was great.
our AC sucked. I don't think we had good AC.
Anywhere we went
Maybe the hotel in Milan.
was okay.
Yeah, and even the one.
No, but we fucked up and left the door open so it didn't turn on. Well, sorry. I fucked up. I'll take the credit.
No, I
Danny, would you like a Fernet over there?
Yeah, of course. It just.
I didn't think.
We did not have good AC at all.
I didn't think that
And I understand.
Venice was that bad only because they had those fans.
Yeah.
And those fans saved the day.
Yeah, no.
Yes,
It's just-
I didn't think it was that bad either.
No.
It's
Yeah,
just-
and there was like a lot of space for the heat to rise because those ceilings were
Yeah.
flat.
Yeah, that's a good point. Think about that.
Yeah, like I don't think I was really that uncomfortable in our Airbnb in Venice.
And those beds were actually pretty nice.
They were
They
nice.
Yeah.
They were.
That was a great spot. I
That
would
was a great
say.
spot. That was great
Yeah.
quality. Perfect location.
Yeah, no,
Perfect
Venice,
location.
Venice was cool. Venice was like, I stand by that. It will probably be the most unique city that I ever see in my life.
It's the most beautiful city I've seen so far in my life.
I mean, Como was pretty immaculate too. But that's more about like the lake though itself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't stay where we stayed in Como again.
Fuck no.
There's nothing there.
Laglio, no, don't go there.
Where? Oh, like,
Laglio.
The town of Laglio, which is where we technically were. We weren't in Como.
Gotcha.
We were on Lake Como.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? There, I can't.
But I did have the most beautiful receptionist slash bartender slash
Yeah, you guys
cook.
were in love.
At your hotel?
Oh yeah, in Como.
Yeah. Nice.
Me and Nate chatted with her for a long time.
I'm
Couple
sure.
nights.
We had a bartender. I think was the daughter of the people who owned the.
Oh, she was very
hotel.
cute
And
as
she
well,
was. She was.
We should have got her name. Damn.
She was cute. She was nothing like Deb, but she was very cute. she was very cute.
Nice save.
Thank you.
Anyways, yeah, to our fun
Yes.
Italian trip.
Till the next one.
Till the
Yeah,
next one.
congratulations to James and Elizabeth, I guess.
Hey, best steak I ever had.
Dude, that steak was.
I was about to take a shot, Danny. Come on.
awful. That steak was. Sorry, James Elizabeth. I'm not trying to. This is not a smear.
They know it was bad.
It's not a smear
They know it was
campaign,
bad.
but that was bad. Even the mac and cheese before that was terrible. whatever that was.
The mac and cheese.
What was it? What's it called? What was the actual term? Like
Carbonara.
Carbonara. Yeah. If carbonara has a texture of mac and cheese, it's over.
Because the carbonara me and Nate had the first night
That was good.
in Venice was delicious. I wish I was hungrier at that point because I couldn't finish it.
yeah.
Wow. Good stuff.
Yeah, definitely that Milan night was probably a highlight of moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Venice stands out as my favorite spot we visited.
Absolutely.
For sure.
All around.
100%.
Absolutely.
We got to like do our own thing too. I think that was a huge thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And credit to all of us for
Perfect amount of time.
well,
spent
yeah, and
there,
also
too.
saying to ourselves, we're making this long ass trip. Let's make a trip out of it. And
For sure.
Be able to spend a couple days at a
Right.
place that we want to be in, and not worry about anybody else.
Yeah.
It was just the four of us, and it was great.
I just don't. I could not have imagined going for like 3 or 4 nights for that much travel.
No.
That would've been
I
shitty.
felt like what Nate and Blake or Nick and Blake, excuse me, did. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, that's rough. I understand that's how it goes,
Yep.
but that's something that sounds terrible. We not would have done that.
Before we move on, we have to give a shout out to our friends from the Netherlands that we met.
Yes.
Yes,
On night 2 in Venice.
Jesse and
Mila.
And Jesse and Mila, yeah.
Mila Kunis.
Yeah, she did say it's Mila like Kunis. Yeah, we went out to watch one of the World Cup
Semi.
semifinal games. That was France and Spain, I believe. And started chopping them up with them at the restaurant we were watching the game at, and then turned into a long night of drinking.
yeah.
Our boy Jesse.
The Netherlands figured out what Americans can drink.
Yeah.
I hope for the rest of their lives they can tell people that Americans can drink.
Yeah, right? Because I'm sure a lot of Europeans think that they're the drinkers
Yeah.
of the crowd.
Well, and for them, poor Jesse.
Oh, man,
we
we
really.
I thought we were gonna have to.
like.
Oh, house them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had that extra.
Which we
pull-up
would
bit.
have.
Yeah.
No doubt.
We would have made it work.
But he was 19. I think she was 20.
Yeah.
And it sounds-
Legal drinking
Yeah,
age.
yeah. Weird to say that because it is legal drinking age, like Danny just said. But man, I was fucked up. I'm not gonna.
No, we
lie.
all
But
got
he
after
was.
it.
I remember seeing him. I was like, dude, he is.
No, I wouldn't have checked on him when he was throwing up in the fucking river or the canal or whatever.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, God damn.
Was he in the canal?
He was like right on the edge, and he was.
Yeah. No, he was.
Spin.
They were great because we initially met them because they were sitting in front of us and we were drinking our huge steins.
Yeah, and he commented right away.
And he was like, "Oh, nice stein." I think he also said, "Can you guys see?" Because he's tall, dude.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like
they were
six-
very,
he's
very
like 6'6".
generous,
He's
nice
massive.
people. Yeah.
And so after that, when the game was over, they were like, "Hey, should we go somewhere else?" And right across from
Yeah,
where we were
we
at.
didn't
It was-
hesitate.
It was
We
like,
were
it was like a square. So
We're
it was
done.
easy to
We're
find.
done, buddy.
We went there. We sang the song "American Pie." It was a great time.
Their favorite song.
I think was it their favorite American song?
Well, that's kind of what I gathered from
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
yeah.
But
Favorite
anyways.
which I have now a new liking for because of that. Always liked
Well,
lifelong
there's
memories.
Exactly. There's a memory.
But before that, I didn't really care for the song that much. I think it's kind of a snoozer.
It's one you can listen to once a year.
Don
A
McLean.
classic, but a snoozer.
Yeah.
So shout out to Jesse and Mila.
Yeah. Good times.
I followed them on Instagram. I think you did too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you did, but you
I did not. Yeah, but
I hit them up when we were in Milan.
Oh, that's
Did you?
right. But they were already home, right?
They were already home.
Yeah.
How do you think Jessie was in that ride home the next day? Because they had to drive back.
Well, yeah, she was super concerned because she was like, "We got to be somewhere like a certain time in the morning." It was fucking 2 a.m. when we parted ways.
I will say that was a highlight moment too.
That was
walking back to our Airbnb at like
Yeah.
2 in the
and it
morning.
was just dead.
Quiet,
Honestly,
yeah, you know.
Well, that was the thing about Venice. It was like even when there were crowds, it was like it's weirdly not very
No
loud.
traffic
Yeah,
noise.
it's just because there's
Yeah.
no cars on the road.
And the way I've explained to people who've asked me about the trip is, it looks like something that you would see at Universal Studios.
Yeah,
It just seems like a place that's
But
not
it's
real.
a real.
Yeah,
it
it's
does
not
feel
real.
like a theme park.
It seems
almost.
kind of
yeah.
just, the way it looks like something from a movie.
Yeah.
And I know it has probably been in movies many times, but that's not what I'm getting.
Right.
Because you walk around and you're like, wow, people actually live in this place.
Right.
And it's a maze too. Like if you don't know what you're
It
doing,
is a maze.
you can easily get lost. At least I thought that.
Although I thought that we did a pretty good job of like kind of knowing where we were. We didn't venture out that far, but of knowing where we were.
I mean, I think Nate always had the directions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mention about Nate and his directions. Us leaving,
That was pretty funny.
and Nate goes.
Are we supposed to go this way?
No. Well, I'm getting there. Nate said, "Can somebody do the directions?" I was like, "All right, I'll do the directions." So I'm like, "Okay, we gotta go this way." And Nate's like, "No, it's this way, this way." I'm like, eventually I get to the point like, "Are we following you or are we following these directions?"
Which is a great quote because we all know the directions are more accurate no matter what.
You know, we got to our destination in like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Rough in the den.
Oh, rough in the diamond.
Rough in the
That
diamond.
was the quote of the trip, which
Huh.
Danny came up with. Yeah, I'll give him
That was
credit for
good.
it.
That was
Which is
good.
a great. You know, some days you feel like a diamond in the rough, but most days you're rough in the diamond.
No doubt.
Rough in the diamond for sure.
All right, let's talk sports. You guys
Let's
ready?
do it, yeah.
All right,
That's what
let's
we're here for.
recap the World Cup. Like we said, we were in Italy for the final of the World Cup. Spain beat Argentina 1-0 in extra time. So this went overtime, as we call it
And
in the United States.
being in Italy watching this at 9 p.m.
was-
Perfect.
Oh, it was
Can
ideal.
you ask for anything
It was
more?
ideal, especially considering we were traveling that day. Like if it was at noon, we would have missed the game.
Yeah.
There was no way we were watching this game.
Yeah. I mean, we might have tried to make it work, but I guess we couldn't.
There was
given
just
the-
really not
No.
any way we would have been able to make it work.
Yeah.
On a phone,
Yeah, because given the transit kind of
Right.
situation.
maybe. Yeah.
I just think us watching it, if we watched it here at noon, I guess we wouldn't have because I would have been working.
It was on Sunday though,
Oh, Sunday we
Yeah.
actually wouldn't have, but it's different vibe at night.
for sure. Yeah.
There was something special. Two things, really quick. 6 a.m. USA hockey game.
Oh,
That was fun.
great.
9 p.m. finals.
Yeah.
Like watching games at odd times. Just
Yeah.
I'm actually really glad we were not in the United States for that game. Thinking about just you mentioning that,
It does add a certain memory.
because I'm not sure what I would have done to watch the game that day.
We
Yeah,
probably,
it
we
was
probably
not-
went to the Palisades or something.
Maybe, yeah.
It's like when we went to Paris for a Super Bowl. Like, we'll always remember that Super Bowl because we were in Paris for it.
The-
watching
I
it
would
at
100% agree.
what was it, 2 a.m.? No, 12 probably.
Started at, I believe it was 12:30 a.m. Yeah, we got out of there at 4.
Yeah, so it's
4 in the morning.
do you have a highlight between the two? Like what country you liked better between?
There's some pros and cons of both, I guess. The thing is, with Italy, we saw 3 like
Iconic
Places.
locations, yeah.
Milan was very reminiscent of Paris. I felt like,
yeah.
even
I
though we only
like
spent one night.
I like Milan because it felt, to me, I felt more comfortable because it had the big city.
Well, yeah, it felt more like a
Like a town.
something. Yeah, exactly. It's like something that you
Yeah.
recognize.
I mean, I think it's easier to say Italy because we did bounce in different places.
Right.
But I did like Paris for sure. I mean,
Paris-
we had great experiences in Paris.
Yeah,
We
Paris
saw
is
PSG
cool, and
play.
they have like things that they're famous for and all that. But I think like Venice is just so unique, and Como was so beautiful. Like from what we've seen, I would pick Italy over
Yeah,
France based on that.
but I mean, Paris it's a beautiful.
I've had zero interest to go to France and Paris, really, in my mind.
Mhm.
So I don't know.
I mean, I think if you get the opportunity, it's worth going at least once.
I think you should
Whether
see
you're there
Paris
for
for a
day.
couple days maybe, but not necessarily like make that your France experience. Maybe see some
Yeah.
South France or something like that.
But that being said, I am kind of one of those guys where, like how we did it in Paris, stake the flag. Let's kind of we know we're gonna stay in the same place.
And
Let's
just do things out of that.
do things. I'm cool with that. The traveling a lot, what we did in Italy, it's an experience, but for me, it kind of takes a toll on me.
Yeah.
Personally, but that's
There were definitely times where I was like, especially on the train,
Yeah.
when it was like not very well air conditioned, it was like, fuck my life right now.
yeah.
Dude, that's one of my highlights though too. Was that train ride?
Dude, our best laughs were on those trains.
No, 100%.
I don't know what it was, but like almost
I'm
eight-
crying laughing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
We had our like you said, our best laughs.
100%.
Yeah. So back to the World Cup. Second World Cup in the nation's history for the Spain men's national team.
Wow.
First one was only in 2010, which to me seems crazy. I feel like I think of Spain as like a national or like a world power in terms of
Like a hub.
soccer, but and I'm sure they continue to produce great players over the years, but they just never have been able to until recent history. They've never been able to put it together as a country. In the game, Enzo Fernandez was given a red card in the 93rd minute of regulation after a hard foul, which we all saw that foul and we're like, what the fuck is this guy thinking? Right?
Yeah.
So that left Argentina with 10 men. Ferran Torres was the goal scorer for Spain, scoring that goal in the 106th minute in extra time. Spain, honestly, they dominated this game.
Mm-hmm.
We obviously...
They dominated the tournament.
They really did. We were obviously socializing quite a bit during this game, but as much as I was watching, like they had so much possession. They held Argentina to 0 shots on goal in this game, which was insane.
That is insane.
In a team in Argentina that had, albeit they played some weaker opponents on their path to get to the final, but they were scoring goals left and right throughout the tournament. So for them to not even get a shot on goal was pretty incredible. And like you said, they dominated the tournament. Spain did, finishing with just 1 goal allowed in 8 games. It's just wild.
First team all defense.
Seriously, I mean,
That's insane.
The whole team, first team all defense.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, holding, France, they kind of reminded me of like PSG back when they had, the trio, when we saw it, the trio of
Brag.
Mbappe, Messi, and Neymar, where they're like a great collection of talent, but not necessarily a cohesive unit.
It's going to be like the 76ers this year, right?
Right. Yeah, right. But for Spain to hold them to a shutout in the semifinal game, I mean, that's probably the most impressive thing that happened in the tournament.
Yeah.
Of course, U.S., Mexico, Canada, the 3 host countries, they all were eliminated in the round of 16.
U.S. got absolutely
Embarrassed.
Yeah, Belgium handed them the belt for sure.
And hey, you got to give it to Belgium. They did what they had to do, and the U.S. almost seemed like they walked into that match expecting to win, and they just I don't know what happened. Did they drink too much the night before?
Right.
Like, who knows? It just seemed like Belgium had their number from opening kick.
Yeah, I don't know if they expected to win, but I think there's a lot of factors you could argue about with this situation. I think, them lifting Balogun's, suspension right, like literally a day before the game. I thought that was,
which was weird.
I almost thought they shouldn't have started him, honestly. Like maybe use him as a sub if they felt like they needed him, but I think that just threw off the whole vibe in the locker room,
Almost like a bad omen.
Because okay, sure, we all complained about the the suspension and the red card when it happened, but I think we moved on. And then of course there was talk in the media about it, but they prepared for I think 4 days it was to be not playing with him, and then you're like, okay, now you get to play with him a day before the game starts.
Not a bad call, man.
And it's like, okay, now like we kind of have to play him because he's been our best player.
Kind of throws a wrench in the whole
But then
thing.
it's just like we've been practicing to play without him. Like that just kind of throws things off a little bit. I feel like
that's
I'm not going to say that's why they lost. Belgium could have kicked their ass either way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was. I think that was certainly could have been viewed as a factor.
And our goalie embarrassed them.
Yeah.
Not even a
poor
one
Matt
goal.
Freese. I feel bad for him, honestly.
He had a bad game.
He really did. I mean, that him missing that or misplaying the ball and just all of it was ugly.
Not great.
And then defensively, the U.S. was really sloppy in that game too. It wasn't all him, but it was
But it just shows that the U.S. has work to do when it comes to
No doubt. Like I think they had a good tournament overall for their standards.
for sure.
But getting to the semifinals and the quarterfinals and the semifinals is kind of the next step. And they're
Absolutely.
clearly not there yet.
No. And Pulisic,
He had a rough tournament.
Yeah, you put Howard back there behind the goal.
Well, you know what's funny? You say that is like goaltending has literally never been an issue for the United States in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Like that's been the one strength, and this is the first year where it's kind of been a weakness in a weird way. So it's.
I guess I didn't know that.
It's unfortunate that that's how it's kind of come around, but because I think that the guys playing in the field were about as good as you could have asked for a United States team in their history.
Get Odell Beckham behind the goal.
Chad Ochocinco, get him out there.
Like Megatron.
Megatron. Shit. LeBron. Fuck. I'll give Mexico some kudos. I think they were the most competitive team out of the 3 host nations in the tournament.
Mhm.
They gave England a run for their money in that round of 16 game. And,
No, it was fun, being from this area, which is,
a lot of Mexican
a lot of Mexican heritage.
Yeah.
And so it was nice to, kind of see that, especially Sal, longtime listener, longtime friend, also letting us know how good Mexico's been playing.
Right.
He's never shied away from that. I'll give
Yeah.
him that. But it was fun to see that from the Mexican crowd.
Yeah, for sure. Danny, what do you want to drink? I do have one Guinness. I have some Pilsners. I have a couple IPAs.
Pills is
The
Pills.
Pilsners are great. Those Sierra Nevadas are awesome.
I don't want to get a glass for a Guinness. Pilsner's good.
So the two legends, Messi, Ronaldo, they come up short in their World Cup final World Cup. Presuming that this is Messi's final World Cup, we know that it's Ronaldo's.
It's easy to say that, but Messi.
It's gonna be 43.
No. Sorry, no. I mean coming up short.
Okay.
Like they both came up short in
Yes.
the grand scheme, but Messi's still making it to the final back-to-back
It's
years.
yeah.
The last
Back-to-back World Cups.
back-to-back World
Yeah.
Cups.
Trust me, I'm not saying that it was a failure.
Okay.
It tarnished
Okay.
his whole
Yeah.
legacy. He sucks.
But I think there was a good stretch of this tournament where Argentina was viewed as at least one of the favorites, if not the favorite.
Mhm.
Which watching them play, and especially against the competition they were playing against,
Yeah,
I never felt like they were going to be the team to win it.
gotcha.
Of course, sometimes things unfold differently than you expect, but I think he should be proud of how far he took the.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, they have a good team. Don't get me wrong, but his goal scoring still at his age
It's
for this team, and he plays totally differently than he used to. There's no question about that. But the fact that he was still so successful is pretty incredible, and he should not be disappointed by any means.
No, absolutely.
I will say that the Argentinian team made a little bit of a fool of themselves after losing
Yeah.
by starting fights and all that shit.
Yeah.
But that's a different story.
They somewhat made fools of themselves that whole tournament in a way.
Well, I don't know if it was so much them. I mean, you could say the flopping, but there's flopping all over soccer. I think it was they got a lot of fortunate calls.
It leaks to them though.
Yes,
You know.
they got a lot of fortunate calls, and like they you could argue they shouldn't have beaten Egypt, which Egypt is not a soccer power. But nonetheless,
That was a hell of a game. though.
that was a crazy game, yeah. Mbappe, guy's still amazing. Won the
Not
Golden
that
Boot.
amazing.
Not
You
that
put a
amazing.
bet down on this, didn't you?
I did, late, which I made a little bit of money.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look at my guy. Look at my guy making money.
Yeah, Mbappe won the Golden Boot, 10 goals in the tournament, finished the tournament as the all-time leading goal scorer in World Cup history with 22 goals in 22 games. One ahead of Messi, which was kind of funny, these two guys going back and
Go
forth
back and
as
forth.
throughout the tournament as the all-time leading goal scorer in World Cup history. But this guy's only 27. He's going to play in, I'm going to say,
Three more?
comfortably 2 more.
Oh, yeah.
Because he'll be 35 in 2 more. If he's still great,
True.
if he's still
Okay.
great, he can play in another one when he's 39.
That's fair.
So comfortably 2 more. I mean, this guy.
I mean, and he already has one under his belt.
Yep, he's already got one in the bag. He's got a runner up. He's got a 4th place finish now. I mean, he's not. I don't believe he's in GOAT conversation. He's not even really near that. I think Messi's got him in that by a long shot.
Because it's
and
not,
a lot of other players.
because it's not all about the World Cup wins.
It's not all about the World Cup, but the fact that this guy, and I know he's played on some really amazing French teams, this guy shows up to the World Cup and plays
His best. Ball.
his best football. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
And he's great in club football too. Don't get me wrong, but I think even Sal would acknowledge, like, he's played 2 years with Real Madrid, and he sees him go play for France, and he's like, yeah, this guy's on a fucking other level.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if it's just the atmosphere and the vibe of world football versus club football,
Could
but
be. It could. I imagine it pumps players up.
I would think so. But I mean,
playing on the biggest.
there's
the
some
biggest
yeah.
stage in sports.
There are some guys that
From
fold.
from a viewage
Yeah,
standpoint.
there's some guys that fold in that situation though. He's
Yeah.
far
Great.
from that.
Christian Pulisic.
He's far from that. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to put Christian Pulisic folds in other situations.
Gotcha. Okay,
Let's be fair.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Also, shout out to the young phenom Lamine Yamal. He wins his first World
Yeah.
Cup at just 19 years old. which is-
Pretty similar to what Mbappe
That's
did.
exactly what Mbappe did. Now, he got a little, maybe unfair criticism for not being super productive in this World Cup. I think he scored one goal in there. But, nonetheless, he's like an emerging superstar in sport.
Yeah.
And he's already got a World Cup under his belt. I think that's something to write home about for sure.
Playing a World Cup final at MetLife Stadium, absolute sin.
I know.
Like, why? Why would you think about doing that?
I'm sure the vibes in the stadium are good, but yeah, I do agree that's not like there's nothing iconic about that.
Could have
place.
picked a much nicer, more
Yeah.
iconic. Like, where would you have done it in the U.S. Just
Stadium-wise,
I mean,
I
honestly,
mean, shit, you do like the Rose Bowl.
Rose Bowl would be sick.
Rose Bowl would be sick.
Or even SoFi. Honestly, even SoFi. I know SoFi's
yeah,
new,
yeah.
but even SoFi.
there's one standing out to me. I don't know the name of the stadium, but New Orleans Stadium.
Yeah, they were not involved in the World Cup.
No, I know.
surprisingly, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Any stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, the Rose Bowl is easy to say because when I watch it January 1st every year for the Rose Bowl, I'm like, this is the greatest fucking thing I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
I do believe they had no intention of having that game indoors. Because I think that's kind of not really...
Of course,
yeah, because like, that's not really a thing in
you
European
want
soccer.
you want the overhead shot.
Yeah.
The Goodyear
You
blade.
want all of it. You want all of it. And like soccer is not in Europe has never been an out or indoor sport.
Yeah.
I mean, there's indoor soccer, of course, but like on the highest level,
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather have the game play it like Lambeau.
I was kind of thinking.
Oh, that's been sick.
I was kind of thinking like
Soldier,
Philadelphia,
maybe Soldier Field, Chicago, a bigger
Chicago,
city than
yeah.
Lambeau.
I was thinking Philadelphia might be like a good spot.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but what if it even is Raider Stadium?
It's a dome.
It's a dome,
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't open.
I don't believe it does.
It's
yeah.
in Vegas. I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah. Which they don't create a lot of domes that are not retractable, but I do not believe that one's retractable.
The fields are.
Is SoFi retractable? I don't think
SoFi is like open air because they have like the,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's
like-
not. It's covered, fully covered. Yeah.
I just know the grass field's retractable.
Well, they can pull it. Yeah.
I mean, you guys might laugh, but I think them doing it where the Seahawks play, it's a good stadium.
Yeah,
I mean,
I wouldn't laugh.
It's
Yeah.
not, it's just
No.
not the Seahawks, but
No.
I think it's a good atmosphere.
They basically made the Pacific Northwest like the hub for U.S. soccer this tournament. So
If I had to take a pick, I'd say Rose Bowl needs the easy answer.
Rose Bowl is a good one. I didn't think about
Because
that
it's just,
because I only didn't think about it because they used SoFi as like the SoCal location, But yeah, it's a good call.
on to the NBA offseason. There was an NBA draft. I don't know if you guys knew. The Wizards drafted AJ DeBonsa. Did I say that right?
You nailed it.
Number 1 overall out of BYU. My Sacramento Kings took Darius Acuff Jr. at number 7 out of Arkansas.
A lot of people thought this was kind of a steal.
I saw that too, and I'm pretty stoked. He's
Yeah.
taking De'Aaron Fox as number 5, which I love
Oh, I
that.
actually didn't know that.
Down for it. So I don't know much about Acuff at all when it comes to.
He was a-
we have a joke on this podcast about watching college basketball. We
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
But I'm interested to see what he could do.
He was a fast riser up the draft boards, during this past season. So
Kind of makes me think he could be a possible Rookie of the Year candidate.
I believe
I mean,
he's
the
going to
Kings
take a lot of shots.
The Kings aren't going to be good.
No,
I mean, it'd be great if they were, but they're not going to be.
yeah.
But because that leads me to believe that he's not going to win Rookie of the Year. Because I think he has to be somewhat good too. Your
Not
team has
necessarily.
to.
I would disagree with that a little bit. I mean,
Okay.
LeBron's team that he won the Rookie of the Year on, that Cavs team was like won 30 games.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I think a Rookie of the Year is very stat based.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That'd be
think-
great. That'd be
yeah.
great. I think last time the Kings had a Rookie of the Year winner was Tyreek Evans.
That's right.
Maybe I
Won
wanna
over
say.
Steph Curry, which was a travesty. Literally, Steph Curry made a second.
But I think Steph Curry is okay where he's at.
Maybe that fueled his fire even more.
Yeah.
So
Your
you
Warriors.
can
Speaking of,
thank Tyreke Evans for that.
yeah.
Anyways,
Your Warriors did draft Yaxel Lindenberg, number 11, out of Michigan. I've heard a lot about him listening to KMBR.
Summer League MVP.
Ooh. That was easy. You excited for this?
I think I like the pick from the standpoint of he seems like he's ready to be a contributor right away. He's not a project.
Was
so
he a
to speak.
senior coming out of Michigan?
He was a senior, yeah. He was a one-year player at Michigan, transferred multiple times in college.
Yeah,
but
and I think, given the transfer portal, we're going to see a lot more of these guys that are going to be juniors and seniors given they're getting paid, depending on how good you really are.
yeah,
And I think having the more basketball experience before the pros to me is always a good thing.
it's definitely not a bad thing.
Absolutely
I
not.
mean, you look at Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, ironically, were teammates. Both guys that played, I think, 3+ years in college.
And what was Klay Thompson and Draymond Green? Were they both
Clay was a 2-year player, I believe.
Draymond
Dre was a 4.
four? Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Steph was
just
3.
see
Steph was 3.
an old clip and say what you will about the guy, but good old Chuck Barkley.
Okay.
It must have been an old clip, but he was asked about players coming out of high school or doing 1 year of college and how he completely disagrees with that.
Yeah.
I mean, he was talking about some of the best players in history that did their college time.
I mean,
you know?
yeah, I think he probably did 3 or 4 at Auburn, and I think Jordan
Jordan.
probably did 3 or 4.
I think he did 3.
Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Actually, Michael might have been rare in doing 2, but he might have been 3.
Magic Johnson probably did 3 or 4.
I think Magic also was a rare one that did 1.
Oh,
Back
really?
then, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, he was.
So you're
But
telling me? So you tell me? Wait, hold on. You're telling me Magic Johnson in his first year at Michigan State won the national championship, and then went to the Lakers and won the championship his first year in the Lakers.
I am gonna say I'm 80% positive that's the case.
Was that over Indiana?
Indiana State.
Indiana State, which
Larry Bird. Yeah. That's
which I think is still the biggest, most watched college or maybe basketball game of all time.
Really?
It's up there with viewage. It was such a highly viewed game.
Huh.
And it's so funny how they both, in their NBA careers, they'll always be
Just
tied
aligned,
together.
yeah.
It's amazing how life works.
Well, Larry Bird was drafted too back in an era where he got drafted, I believe, as either a freshman or sophomore. Went back to college. Got drafted by the Celtics, but went back to college where you get to keep a player's draft rights.
Okay.
And then started his career, I believe, at the same year in the NBA as Magic.
It might not be the biggest because I know things are different now with streaming and stuff, but
Yeah.
I know at the time that Michigan State
I'm
Indiana
sure
State
it
game
lasted
did
for a long time
insane numbers. But you're stoked about Lindenberg?
I mean, I think he's gonna be a nice player. Is he gonna be a star like some people want to think he is? I think we should pump the brakes on that idea. I mean, for one, he's. And so to counter the take that you were talking about from Charles Barkley Day, if you think about this era of basketball, who are the best players? Guys like LeBron came out of high school. Kevin Durant one year in college. Steph's kind of an anomaly being a 3-year college player.
Carmelo did 1 year.
Johnson
He's not.
Johnson did 2
He did
years.
too, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Carmelo played did 1 year.
Carmelo was one.
Kevin Garnett did out of high school. Kobe out of high school.
Yep. So, I think it's different now than it used to be, but I think every player develops differently, because like I said, I believe Damian Lillard played 3 years in college, and he didn't win any championships, but he was an all-NBA player.
Well, he might have done that out of necessity because he didn't know how high his draft stock was going to be.
Well, he probably didn't have it, but that's why I say everyone's different. Like everyone starts, goes into college differently and develops in college differently, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. A little trade and free agency news that obviously everybody listening already
It's
knows
not
about.
little, it's big.
Yeah, well, big. Yeah, that everybody knows
Yeah,
about
it's
already at this
obvious.
point, but we're going to talk about it. So the Bucks trade Giannis to the Heat. Tyler Hero went to Milwaukee in the deal. Box office
Yeah.
type stuff. Giannis is wearing number 7. We're
Is he really?
number 7 for the.
Because
I think
34 was what?
no, I think he was originally gonna wear it, and then he switched it to 7 for some reason. I don't know why. And I'm gonna say this: I've talked shit about number 7, generally speaking, in my life. It kind of is growing on me slowly.
I like 7, but I don't know if I like it for him personally.
I don't either.
I don't think I like it for basketball.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
It's
Kevin
a
Durant's the
baseball,
only like
baseball football
number 7. That's
Carmelo
really
wore it
record.
for the Knicks.
He did wear it for the Knicks. Yeah.
But I don't disagree. I think it's more of a quarterback number
or
7.
a baseball.
Or baseball, yeah.
Yeah, like a shortstop or something like that,
Mhm.
or center fielder. Maybe.
But for the Heat, I got to give Pat Riley credit. He's never afraid to try to get the big fish or a big fish to join his franchise.
yeah,
It's Shaq, Alonzo Mourning, LeBron,
Yeah.
obviously Chris
I
Bosh.
forget about Shaq and Heat.
yeah,
Yeah.
That guy made his career went everywhere.
yeah.
Well, that was,
That was the first.
and he won a championship with the Heat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that after that, to me, that's kind of when he
Yeah.
goes down. And
Still was
tries-
an all-star with the Suns.
What
Don't
about,
forget
what about
that.
with the Celtics?
And definitely not an all-star.
Well, he
Can't
was
keep it up
he was the
Cavs.
Cavs too to try to ring
He
chase
did go
with
with
LeBron.
with LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Pat Riley, he's not afraid to try to. And it's funny how I just said those names. You have Lonzo Mourning, a big guy.
Yep.
Shaq, a big guy, like a center type.
The
guy.
biggest guy.
The biggest guy.
Yeah.
Even LeBron, big guy. Chris Bosh, a big guy.
Yeah, he knows what he wants.
He knows what he wants. And I think for players going to South Beach, I got to think from a money. I think from one of the big. I think from a financial standpoint, I don't think there's any state tax.
I believe Florida is one of those
In
states,
Florida.
correct? Yep.
So it's even more, and
Yeah.
especially for Giannis, he's got to. I mean, how did no one see this coming? Hey, Giannis, do you want to go from Milwaukee to Miami?
I mean, that's like
I
the
mean, come
obvious.
on. Why would you
Yeah.
not want to do that?
Yeah.
I mean, at least Shaq's surprising because you go from LA to Miami.
The two great beach states. Yep.
Two great beach states,
Yeah.
so that makes sense. But talking to Giannis, yeah, I don't want to go. Not to say the Warriors in San Francisco is a bad place when he could live probably
Yeah.
in a nice, Atherton type of atmosphere. But for the Heat, they know what they're doing when it comes to this kind of stuff. Do I think this is going to work for the Heat? Do I think him and Bam Adebayo are a good combo when it
That's a-
comes to non-jump shooting standpoint because they both can't hit,
I mean,
They
Bam
both
can shoot a
get-
little bit, but he's not like a guy that stands around the perimeter.
Yeah, he scored 83 points in the game. Good for him.
And he hit 7 threes in the game on like 20 fucking attempts. But
Yeah.
nonetheless,
Hey.
no, I think this is an easy move for the Heat to make. I mean, they didn't really give up that much in the grand scheme for Giannis, who I think people still view as like kind of a top 5-ish player.
Yeah.
Albeit at the end of his prime, but still, like you don't come around those guys very often. I do kind of feel like it's going to be a few-year project with this team because they're like on paper right now they don't look built to run through the East by any means.
No.
Especially with what we're going to talk about
Yeah.
in a little bit. But I think there's a good base. Like you have two great front court players together. That's
Yeah.
nothing to scoff at. It's just going to be building around them is going to be the next challenge. And I do not think that this is a finalized team that they put together.
Mhm.
It will be going into this coming season for sure.
And
But they got moves to make in the future for sure.
Eric Spoelstra, we know he's a great coach, probably a top 5 coach, if not top 3 in the league.
Very well respected.
I would not be surprised if the Heat make the playoffs.
Yeah, they'll
they,
make
they,
the playoffs.
they do not make the playoffs when they don't have anybody. It seems with
If-
Eric Spoelstra.
if
That's how good of a coach he
Yeah,
is.
if Giannis is healthy, they're good in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're in the top 6.
Danny, anything in terms of the Heat?
I mean, it's just gonna. Giannis is a stud.
He is.
You know.
He's a specimen.
Yeah. Would I have loved him in the Warriors? Of course. I think he would have paired up with Steph Curry
I would
beautifully.
have loved him on the Kings.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying more like. Well,
I know.
hey,
Yes.
I mean, him and Zach LaVine, fuck.
could you
him,
imagine?
him and Aka? Fuck, dude.
Can you imagine a guy so dominant that it takes the double team off of Steph Curry and just
Of
opens him
course.
up?
Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah,
And I think that's why a lot of people thought or were pushing for that to happen
Yeah.
against Warriors fans.
Warriors just didn't have the assets to make that move.
No.
Unfortunately. No.
And Tyler Hero. You're going to Milwaukee. Congrats! You had a song named after you by Jack Harlow. That's all you have.
Have fun, buddy.
Yeah. See ya.
No, Nickelback. There goes my hero.
That was only one R.
Damn.
Yeah, good try though.
I think I saw he was gonna wear. Tyler Hero was gonna wear number 42.
Also, Foo Fighters. Anyways.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were joking.
No, I was thinking
What?
of.
Is this guy serious?
Yeah, I know what you're thinking of. though.
Yeah.
What, Hero by Chad Kroger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hero. Yeah.
Oh my god!
All
I
right,
thought you were
guys.
fucking around. You're talking.
Hey, see you guys later.
Yeah, you're talking Spider-Man 1 right now on us with Tobey
That's what
Maguire.
I was getting at.
This
Wow, that was
this
the most-
episode is unhinged.
Ooh, that was. I may never let you let that one down. No, that was good. I thought you were joking. You should have. Hey, you could have played that off, and I would have believed you.
That was incredible.
If Emerson didn't call me out, I might have played it off.
You know, it took me a second, but I found it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I think Tyler Hero is going to wear number 42.
What? He's fucking Jackie
No,
Robinson?
and then he probably thinks he's black. That's for goddamn sure.
That's where I'm going.
But I think
Elton
he
Brand?
changed it to 11, if I'm not mistaken. And I think people were making jokes because Bam Adebayo smacked the fuck out of him. And they said they smacked him so hard they changed his number back to 11. Hey, 42.
He smacked the white back in him.
Yeah, 42. Kevin Love rocked the fuck out of that.
I don't get me wrong, I like the number 42, but you can't be a little guard wearing number 42.
I don't disagree.
It's also not a basketball number.
It's like a,
And no, Kevin Love was like the only one I can remember that rocked it. And I think did like Nate Thurman maybe rock it or something like that.
what
Something
was
along those
Nate
lines.
Thurman? He might have been 42.
Something like that.
I like the number actually.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, there's those weird like larger numbers that kind of
Yeah.
stand out.
It's very Jackie Robinson heavy. No, it always will be.
Mario.
No.
42, Nate Thurman.
Yes, for the Warriors, I think they retired it. I think he wore it for the Cavs too, probably something along those lines. I think that's why Kevin Love didn't wear it for the Cavs because he might have retired it for
Oh yeah. Actually, what number was Kevin Love for the Cavs?
0.
Was
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like slightly until you said for the Cavs, slightly forgot that Kevin Love had a career before the Cavs, a long time
He was,
career.
dude.
Yeah.
He was
He had an
awesome.
All-NBA career.
He was
Yeah,
awesome.
I know.
I think Kevin Love could be borderline Hall of Fame potential.
I believe he should be in actually.
Hey, we all know who he's related to, right?
Yeah, one of the singers
Courtney?
for the Beach Boys.
Mike Love of the Beach Boys.
Yeah, Courtney Love.
No.
They're not all related.
Another female singer, though, was also related to him. I never remember her name. The daughter of Mike Love, and she does that like 90s pop. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't know about that. The Celtics, they traded Jaylen Brown and the Sixers for Paul George. Paul George continues to be traded for better people. Just kind of what his MO is at this point, I guess. Boston also receives 2 first-rounders in the deal. You know,
This was a weird one.
I hate to see this for the Celtics because I thought the Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum combo was something like, why would you want to try to split that up? And I understand Jaylen Brown was probably the reason why, because he wanted to probably prove that he could do it on his own, which is interesting because we're going to get into it, which he's not going to do it on his own where he's at currently right now, even before LeBron getting there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
I think
If you're the Celtics, you know, you have this history of having these championships with players, Bird, McHale, Parrish. You have Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen. And all of a sudden, you decide with yourself that you want to just move on from this guy. And maybe they probably realized at a certain point when free agency hits, he's going to leave anyways.
but there's still some time left on the contract.
And I don't really. I've always said that I think Jaylen Brown is more of the Batman than the Robin, and Jason Tatum is the Robin. But Jason Tatum, to everybody else, is the Batman, if that makes any sense. I always thought Jaylen Brown had that dog in him. He was
Yeah.
more of like that dog player.
Yeah.
And Jason Tatum, who I think is a better basketball player, rightfully so, should be the Batman in everybody's eyes. But when I see them both play, it seems like Jaylen Brown has that chip on his shoulder.
I would agree with a lot of what you just said. I think that Jason Tatum is the easier player to build a team around.
Yes.
Because I think he is a better all-around player.
Well, he has the face. He went to Duke. He was the higher draft pick.
It's not even that. I just think it's just the what he brings to the table on the court. I really do believe that.
Yeah.
Obviously, coming off the injury, that kind of threw a wrench in like the way we viewed those two as like who's the more valuable guy for the franchise. And I just think a lot of what Jaylen Brown did and said during the offseason, I think that was like kind of the writing on the wall for him to be out of there. to not be a Celtic anymore. I think it because, I mean, Philly beat them in the playoffs. So
Last year.
yeah. So I think the fact that they let that slip away, and he was, even though Jason Tatum had come back at that point, I think it was Jaylen Brown's team that he was kind of the guy at that point because Tatum was still in somewhat recovery from that injury. I think the Celtics were like, okay, I think we can do this without Jaylen Brown. We can go a different route. And I think also
I just don't like it.
I
don't
on the
like,
surface
I don't like that mindset.
on the surface when I saw the trade, I'm like, what the fuck are the Celtics doing? And then I thought about it and I'm like, okay, maybe that he and Jason Tatum just don't have the chemistry anymore.
And yes, I don't disagree. And I hate to admit that could be the case.
I think that is 100%
But
the case.
man, you have these two guys who are awesome players, and yes, they kind of play a similar role, but they're two backcourt players. They can make it work.
The two wings, yeah. I mean, it's funny because I actually saw,
What did your boss think about this?
I think he's totally okay with it, which
Really?
I thought was crazy.
So he likes.
I think
Tatum,
at first he was pissed off.
But so does he like Tatum more than Brown?
I think
although Brown is the Finals MVP
It
of
could
the last
be
championship.
it could be him saying, I just want to agree with what my team is doing.
Of course.
I'll just put that out there.
And I guess
that's a possibility.
Faith in
the
franchise.
franchise.
And I guess you rather get it done than have it hang over your head for years to come.
Yeah, and well, there's that too, but there's also there's this interesting narrative going around about Jaylen Brown's value, and the metrics don't necessarily favor him and things like that.
Yeah.
And him being kind of a
So
at times maybe considered not really a great team player. Maybe a great individual player, but not really a great team player.
Almost too big for his britches.
A little bit, yeah. Thinks he's better than he is, kind of.
Can Paul George improve? It didn't matter either one, Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, more than they can do with each other with this experience.
No,
and
I don't think so.
Well,
No?
I think.
I mean, I guess experience and just
Paul George was amazing at one point,
yeah.
And
But
we're
He's
talking
still pretty
6
legit.
years ago.
Well, yeah, I know, but what he
Yeah.
brings,
Right.
you
No,
know,
I know what you're saying.
I guess from a pure being in the league for a long time and seeing the game more than Jaylen Brown has. I would say from that, yes. But I think from
and it could have gone either way if they traded Tatum and kept. It could have
Yes.
gone that way too.
Yeah. No, I do truly believe that Tatum was the guy to keep out of the two. If
Yeah.
they had to go.
I
either
agree.
way.
I do agree with that too.
Because I think, like I said, I think he's a guy that you can build around a lot easier. He's more versatile than Jaylen Brown is.
But my whole thing is keep them together if you can.
I think they believe that was not a logical.
They're
thing
both
to
going
do.
to want a lot of money.
Of course.
I mean, they're both already making a boatload of money, so I don't even think it's that. I think it's just more of
But they've already
they can't really coexist
yeah.
anymore.
But they already had won a championship together, which for a franchise you can't ask for anything more. You went to one before that and could argue you kind of blew it because you were inexperienced.
Yeah. I think the theory though is that they won that championship off of just having a great system, and those two guys just happened to be the stars and they were great.
Yeah.
Because they dismantled the Dallas Mavericks, who had no business being on the same court as them. There's no question about that.
Well, then I will say, I think for the Celtics they'll be okay because of their head coach. And
Yeah.
he knows how to coach. He's a champion.
And even Brad Stevens, if you want to go further.
For sure.
Because I like Joe Mazzulla, but I think he's doing a lot of what Brad Stevens would do.
Do you think it's more Brad Stevens than Missoula?
I think it's kind of like you look at what the Spurs are doing with Mitch Johnson. I think he's
Okay.
taking a lot of what Greg Popovich.
Gotcha. Okay.
But that's
That's just what you.
yeah.
No, we obviously don't know that.
Yeah,
You
it's just kind of a speculative take.
Yeah.
You had something to say, Dan.
Yeah, I was just gonna kind of say, and I kind of have to remember where I was going with this, but you would say Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum possibly equal play style greatness. Maybe you were saying Tatum a little bit more than Brown,
I just think his versatility and what he brings to the table is more
and then
on
trying
both sides of the ball.
and then trying to keep both of them.
Yeah.
And what I was gonna say was, could you imagine if that was like a Klay Thompson being as good of a player as Steph Curry, and how they would have meshed together
Or honestly,
at that time,
or,
you know?
or man, I think honestly, I think it's a.
You know what I'm
I think
talking
it's a good
about?
comparison because I think for Klay Thompson, what helped him out was his father, who was a role player. Not to say Klay Thompson, he's not a role player, but I think seeing what his dad did and thinking, well, this guy was on a great all-time Showtime Lakers kind of thing.
Yeah.
And yes, I know I'm probably a better player than he was.
I guess I'm getting ego-wise.
No, I get that.
You know.
And I think Klay Thompson, for his benefit, that helped seeing what his dad went through. Because dad's like, hey, like it's great to be a really good player. I'm sure he dominated in high school, dominated in college. But if you're with somebody and you know he's better than you, then just try to be humble and be the best person you can be for that guy.
Yeah.
And be the best part and be one of the, I'd say the second best player on the team for the Warriors dynasty was probably Klay Thompson. Outside of
For the totality of it, yes.
Kevin Durant, which I know is different.
No.
But if you're going to take from 2014-15 through 2022, yes, it was
Yes.
Klay Thompson.
Yeah. So I think for Jaylen Brown, he didn't have that. So I think he might think in his mind, oh, like I deserve.
I should be the guy.
I deserve this guy. And with Klay Thompson, he has a father who was a pro, knew his role, knew his abilities, but didn't want to try to be too much.
But I'd also say, somewhat against what you're saying.
And same thing with Steph Curry. Steph Curry's dad. I mean, Steph Curry's great. He's
Yeah.
the second best point guard of all time, if you ask me. Maybe first. Who knows? But
Well,
also had a
it's-
dad in the league. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
Dad in the league who
was
a role player and said, probably told his son, like, hey, it's more about the team than it is about, getting your stats. And still, Steph Curry was able to do both because he's great.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say like probably Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, both better players than Klay probably ever was.
Yeah, as far as like an individual.
Yes.
Yeah.
And those two closer in ability and as good of players than Klay and Steph
I
Curry
think I would also agree
are.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I would agree with that too.
so a lot easier to butt heads with
Yes.
the two. So maybe it's easier to get rid of one for the whole
Yeah.
camaraderie
Yeah,
of the
to make
team
it- to
and,
make
and
it
play
work, for
style.
No doubt.
That's kind of more what I was getting at.
And I think back to your question and kind of to that point, I think Paul George is probably at this point of his career more willing to take on a role rather than.
And that's what I'm assuming
Yeah.
LeBron's going to do, going back
Yeah.
to LeBron with the
Yeah.
Sixer. Or
Yeah.
man, we haven't
Yeah,
got, we
we'll
haven't
get
got there
there,
yet.
yeah.
Sorry.
Everybody
No,
knows.
it's easy to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think also too, like the Celtics, I think are very much believers in the system that they play.
I like the Paul George trade.
I don't like on the surface. I was like, because it feels like a 1-for-1 because there's obviously a lot of draft picks involved. It feels like a 1-for-1.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, well, duh. At this point in their careers, like Jaylen Brown's a better individual, but I think Paul
I don't think
George-
it's going to hurt the Celtics.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think so either. I think if the Celtics beat the Sixers in the playoffs, I would not be shocked.
It's gonna be amazing.
It'd be kind of hilarious.
I want them to play each other so bad in the playoffs.
Oh,
next year.
it would be cinema if they, even if it was his first or second round. It would be.
Oh,
great.
it would do numbers.
Yeah.
The NBA is hoping for that. I can
Yeah.
guarantee you that.
And you talk about Jaylen Brown going to a team that's now he wanted to have his own team. It's the
guy.
furthest thing from that
he's,
now.
he's probably what, the second or third guy on that
At
team?
best.
At best,
Yeah.
maybe the fourth.
Yeah.
Who knows?
On certain nights, he will be the fourth.
But I think with Jaylen Brown, it's funny how things work. I think he's okay with the situation because I think.
Wait, did you say Paul George or
No, Jaylen Brown.
You don't think he's going to be the best player on the Clippers?
No, on the Sixers.
Or on the Sixers? Yeah. Yes,
No,
yes,
far from.
yes,
Far
yes,
from.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
But I think for him at this point, he's thinking to himself, what it's about for me, winning a championship before
Well,
the
now, well, he
winning
has to
a
think
championship
that.
before the Celtics.
He has to.
That's what it has to be for him, no matter what.
He wasn't thinking that before, but now
yeah.
it has to be the only thing on his mind.
But I'm sure him.
Unless he's psycho.
But I'm sure him picking the Sixers was calculated, or at least he said, "I want to go here,"
He did not say the Celtics chose that.
which is kind of shocking to go to the same.
It does seem
conference,
weird,
Same conference.
but he had no say. It wasn't like he had no
Yeah.
trade or like.
yeah, that's true.
There's no way the Celtics were like, well, we're gonna do this guy a favor.
Hey, if that's the case, he hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
In
I mean, also they didn't have LeBron yet, but still.
But still, even with
Yeah.
Maxey and Embiid, that's still for the three of them. And I know Embiid is hurt
Yeah.
more than he's healthy. It's kind of a jackpot move.
I'm gonna give Brad Stevens a little bit of benefit of the doubt. I don't think he was crazy making this trade. I think there's something there.
Yeah, I mean,
And
they-
honestly,
they
the
go
Celtics
for it.
also picked up Mitchell Robinson from the Knicks, and I think that's a bigger move than people are gonna give credit to.
The Clippers and the Raptors have agreed to trade that would send Kawhi Leonard to Toronto, but the deal is currently on hold due to the NBA's investigation of the Clippers' salary cap circumvention. Is that right?
Yep.
Thank you. And is associated with Kawhi's contract.
This is a very
This
interesting
is
situation.
weird.
Yeah.
So
So do you know where this started?
this started because the Clippers or Kawhi has had this kind of phantom. I mean, do you actually know?
Well, so
It's like a phantom kind of.
this can of worms got opened up by Pablo Torre, who works for ESPN.
Do you like Pablo Torre?
I don't.
You know what's
I
funny?
don't
Is,
hate him. I don't dislike him.
what's funny is seeing him on Around the Horn, and now he's this kind of guy who just breaks these. The guy won a Pulitzer Prize, I think, this year.
For journalism.
Yeah, which is insane.
I mean,
He
he's
also went to Harvard.
Yeah.
Which he's a brainiac. So
I mean, he's one of the guys that's trying to like quote unquote bring journalism back to sports, which whatever. If that's
Cool.
that's your motive, fine.
Yeah.
I have nothing against that.
No.
But he opened this fucking can
Instead
of
of
worms.
dumb debate sports.
Which I don't mind debate sports if they're like genuine
Yeah.
conversations.
Well, I think Around the Horn was a great show.
No, Around the Horn's good, and that's not. I don't even know if that's a debate. It's just more of like shooting opinions because it's quick.
Like you're
fire.
trying to beat other people.
Yeah, first take is a different story. That
Yeah.
that feels fake a lot of the time.
Well, Skip versus
Versus
straight
Steve.
or no.
or Shannon.
Shannon.
Yeah.
Ugh, I mean, that was.
Skip versus Stephen A. was I like that.
Well, it was iconic, but it
No,
was
it
like
was-
it wasn't good.
You knew that they agreed with each other behind the
It wasn't.
scenes.
Yeah, exactly. You knew it wasn't
No,
like genuine content.
Yeah, and the older I get, the more I know those kind of shows are totally scripted.
Yeah. So basically, Pablo Torre has dug into this thing where like the Clippers signed Kawhi to this deal under, quote unquote maximum value, which is what he was worth, and then they use this other they use this like fake company, so to speak, to like
To pay him,
to pay
more
him
money.
through that, so that they wasn't like hurting their salary cap
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Steve Ballmer, that Microsoft money's different.
Yeah, that guy thought he was fucking big balls on the wall.
That
But
guy's a lunatic.
that guy's a nutcase.
Dude's like the movie The Big Short.
Right. He really thought he could get away with anything, but they're gonna get caught.
I actually haven't either, but I
Neither have I.
I know. I just know like what the story's kind of about.
Yeah.
But well, I think at first, when I first saw this, I thought to myself, "Oh, Kawhi's going back to Toronto. Awesome.
It kind of like a little
won,
reunion.
won the championship.
Yeah.
Should have his number retired by them. Should have a statue.
I don't know.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
I don't know. I know it's like the one championship, and
I don't think there's a question.
I don't think this can wait for, or like is worth for bar banter. What was the movie I said I'd seen and I told you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Vanilla Sky.
Yeah.
With Tom Cruise, which is a phenomenal movie. If you haven't seen it, watch it. And Danny's like, "Oh yeah, I've seen it." I was like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Cool." I think I talked about like Penelope Cruz because she's in it. And then Danny said, "I don't know why I said that. I've never seen it." I'm like,
Have you watched
"Okay."
it since we've been back?
Hell no, he hasn't. Are you kidding me? I'm like, "Okay, dude, sweet."
I was too busy watching Zathura.
Yeah, watching Zathura. Yeah, give me another juice box, biatch. Yeah, Zathura. What are you, 10? Come on, dude. That was funny though. He said that. I was like, okay, cool. Like, fuck me.
Yeah, at least I admitted it.
It's okay to say you haven't seen something.
Yeah,
You ever
that's why I said I don't know why I lied about it.
You
I admitted it right away. I said,
That was true. That was funny. I was like, okay. I'm gonna do that to you one time. You're gonna see.
You have to admit it right away, though.
Oh, I will for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. No doubt. But yeah, Kawhi to Toronto. We'll see what happens. From what I've heard, this whole thing's gonna go into 2027.
Which is crazy. So so if he stays a member of the Clippers, he's just not going to play.
I guess it depends on what the NBA wants.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Can they
to see.
suspend his payment?
I don't know.
I would imagine if he's not playing due to an investigation, his contract's going to be on hold for sure.
Arguably the biggest news, basketball news since we've been gone. LeBron James, Emerson's boy, signed a 2-year deal to join the Sixers,
Oh, wrong team. Sorry.
where he intends to finish his career.
So to speak. That's what he says. I can imagine he's going to
My initial thoughts didn't like it. I don't like these all-time players playing for multiple teams. And I know it's kind of what the NBA
Well, he's
is.
played for like 58 teams already, so what's
He's
the
played for
difference?
3 franchises. I knew 2 stints in Cleveland. That's still one team.
Yeah, 3 teams.
This is now 5 moves he's made, or 4 moves he's made.
Yeah. I understand it from trying to win a championship standpoint. I think he picked the right place. I think he picked the right place, the right conference. It makes all sense. But to me, it's giving Kevin Durant bouncing around. I know it's worse for Kevin Durant because he played for more teams.
At a healthy age.
Yeah, but for somebody like LeBron James, seeing it's either going to work out great where he ends up being on a championship winning team for the Sixers and becomes the first player ever to win 4 titles with 4 different teams.
Yeah.
I think it's what he's shooting for because I think it's his only chance to catch Jordan is to say every team I played for, I won a championship with.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he.
But
He'll never catch Jordan.
I mean, he can win the next 2 titles, and that's the discussion. But he's already lost so much where people are gonna always have that against him. Whatever.
You have to win more, kind of like a Brady Montana thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, I don't disagree. But I thought him going back to Cleveland made more sense because he could still have that argument of every franchise I played with, I won for, whether just as a totality.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's what I was hoping for. I didn't want Golden State, and that's not even because of the hatred I have towards Golden State, honestly. And I think, and I've said this before, it sounds ridiculous, but I think him wearing number 23 really matters. I think it matters for the brand. I think it matters for who he is. Because if he was the Warriors and wore number 2, we're going to think of him as fucking Patrick Ewing on the Magic wearing number 6, which some people don't even know about, but it's ridiculous because we all know him wearing 33 for the Knicks.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, exactly. Go look at pictures. Or
I'm alright.
or watching Hakeem Olajuwon wear number 34 for the fucking Raptors.
Yeah.
That happened. Like, we don't want to see that.
Well, in Cleveland's still a competitive team.
And I thought that was the biggest reason he wanted to go there, because same kind of thing. You go to the East, a little bit weaker, although it's getting better. And it's a team that went to the conference finals, got swept, but still made it to the conference finals, and it looks like something that's not terribly front-running.
Yeah. I think he was not intrigued by Cleveland from the standpoint of,
James Harden.
It's either I go there and James Harden's not there, or I go there and James Harden is there and he's not someone I want to play with. I really believe that. I don't see him playing alongside James Harden.
In a positive standpoint for him, it's a great move in the standpoint that, he's no longer number 1 on the team. Not saying he's still kind of number 1 with the Lakers. I mean, you have Luka, but Luka isn't.
That was not a. Okay, so like if he stayed with the Lakers, you look at him, Luka, and Austin Reeves, the 3 best players. At this age,
any of them could be the best player on that.
Well, that's not even really the point. It's like Luka, terrible defensive player.
Yeah.
Just doesn't even try.
Yeah.
Austin Reeves, unfortunately, he's just a white guy that's a liability on defense. And LeBron, at this day and age, is not a good defensive player. He's not a valuable defensive player.
Yeah.
He can have his moments where he picks his spots, but he's not a valuable defensive player.
Yeah.
So that's just not a championship winning team. He goes to Philly, they're just so loaded. Like there's no question about it.
He doesn't have to be a standout.
He can be the 4th best player
Yes.
every single night, and it's okay.
Yep. Absolutely.
But I think for him, I think that's why he likes it, because he doesn't have to be the main guy, and maybe until the playoffs start, because we assume they're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And so at that point, he can really turn it on and say, hey, I can be the main guy, because I know what it's like. I've done this many a times.
He's got to pick his spots.
For sure.
He'll have his games here and there where he is the standout.
Yeah.
And
But he doesn't have to be.
And you look at their roster, like especially with Joel, like both those guys are gonna miss a lot of games during the regular season.
Well,
intentionally,
honestly,
or not.
for Joel Embiid, I hope he does not get injured, which I know is.
If he plays more than 50 games next year in the regular season, I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
And not because of injury; it might be just a little bit of like
precautionary.
Yeah.
Which would make sense because he probably thinks to himself now, we're playing in the playoffs at this point. And most of the NBA does do that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But he's probably thinking to himself, hey, I could probably play, like you said, 50, maybe 60, if that's possible.
Yeah.
And then really buckle down in the playoffs. That's what it matters.
Or quote unquote save yourself for the playoffs. I mean, they are the betting favorites in the East, which is not surprising. I mean, look at them on paper.
Do you think if LeBron wins a championship in this 2-year contract, and according to Nick Wright, he could play another year? I think Nick Wright.
He's got 2 years plus that.
Nick Wright thinks he's playing a full 25 in the NBA.
I mean, I think that would be
25 years.
enticing for LeBron to say I was like he would be the one guy to do it, right?
Yeah.
No one's
Well,
I think he's already played more than anybody else
Okay.
ever
Yeah.
at this point.
or more games at least. Yeah.
But for LeBron, it would be a good Jordan comparison that, hey, I went to 4 different franchises and I won championships. Although I think at this point, given Jordan went 6 for 6, 6 MVPs in the finals, if LeBron doesn't win the Finals MVP in the finals, if they happen to win it,
Which probably would be the case.
yes, I think that might actually be a mark against him, given that he's trying to beat Jordan.
Here's the thing: is
Because like for Steph Curry, we don't do that. We don't do that for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We don't do that for Magic Johnson. It's
Yeah.
only Jordan. I guarantee.
well, because they're going
I-
for the top
hey,
spot.
I can see it right now. If the Sixers win it this year or next year, Skip Bayless is going to say, "Yeah, LeBron won it, but he didn't win the Finals MVP, so Jordan is still that much better." I guarantee you, Skip Bayless already has a tweet on his phone ready to post if that happens. I promise you. That's going to be his whole thing.
Here's the thing: is the LeBron Jordan debate is already over. It's finalized. If you are a LeBron guy, you're already in LeBron's circle, and you're not going to change your mind, and vice versa.
So you're telling me?
Jordan.
So you're telling me if the Sixers go back to back, LeBron happens to win Finals MVP both years.
Yep,
You're saying
it's over.
that's still Jordan.
Yep.
Okay.
If you're a Jordan person, you're not.
Okay, from that standpoint,
There's
I get it.
because there's literally. I don't think there's anybody that's really on the fence. If we're being honest, I don't think anything that LeBron does for the rest of his career is going to change anyone's mind. There's such a small percentage of people.
He does have a lot of finals.
There's
losses.
such a small percentage of
That's-
people
that's-
That's
that
what
would-
I was going to get at, the final losses.
Yeah.
With his amount of final losses, and this is kind of going back to the Brady Montana, we have to have like 10 wins, final wins, to maybe be the GOAT.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
And he's not going to get there.
No.
He's not going to get to
No, no,
seven.
no, no.
He's not even going to get to seven.
No, he's not.
Yeah, you can't have
He's
one
not
more.
even. He's not even getting to 6.
Because that's what I'm saying. You can't have one more because
With all the- yeah.
with the losses. That's kind of like Brady. If
I-
Brady ended his career with 4
Yeah.
wins and 6 losses, I don't know, whatever. Just say, okay, we'll go legit. 4 wins and 2 losses
Yeah, which would be what? Oh, he has 3 losses in the Super Bowl.
with 7 wins.
So,
Two Giants, 1 Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 7-3.
So if you went 4-2, it would probably be a lot closer, and it would be comparable to Jordan, LeBron.
But the fact that he almost doubled up Joe in Super Bowls, we know, although he has the losses.
You can say
Yeah.
Brady is the GOAT, right?
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
That's kind of where I'm getting at.
No, it makes sense for sure.
Yeah, I don't think the LeBron Jordan debate is for people.
I think his only debate will be if the Sixers win. That everywhere I win, and the Sixers haven't won since the '80s. And the Sixers haven't won since the '80s.
But that's not going to sway someone from the Jordan side.
Because they're going to say he had to go somewhere to win it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
He had to go to Heat to win it. or
I
to
mean,
Miami.
Jordan needs Scottie Pippen and Phil Jackson, but yeah, it's,
Yeah.
you know, it's,
I mean, and the whole
no, I
final.
see. Yes,
But he didn't have to go anywhere. You know.
And let's say
it
this
fell,
too.
it fell in his lap. I'll
Yeah.
give him that.
The finals losses thing or the Super Bowl losses thing is the stupidest argument against.
But
it.
but Michael Jordan is the reason why any of this even matters.
Well, no, and Joe Montana.
in any sport,
And Joe Montana too.
for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
because those are the two guys that held their their premier position and never lost in the finals. But it's still dumb. We smart people know it's dumb.
Because Bill Russell, if he went 12 for 12 instead of being 11 for 12, no one would even care about that. I don't think still because he played in a time
'Cause the
where
era
there was like
he
6 teams
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
It's all I don't know. There's nothing LeBron could do. I think in my eyes to pass Jordan. He could win the next 3 finals, and I still think the finals losses are going to weigh heavily on him.
Yeah.
If he won the 3, it would be a lot closer.
I mean, a 3-peat would be impressive at this age, but it's not gonna
Sure. Yeah.
But I think him not winning a Finals MVP really knocks him down because he knows
Fair.
where he needs to be.
Yeah, that's right.
Because the NBA really weighs heavily, and as Steph Curry fans, on the Finals MVPs. Because
Yeah.
Steph Curry for a long time was criticized for not winning a Finals MVP
Yeah.
when he probably should have won in 2015.
15 was
But-
Was
Iguodala put the-
MVP? Yeah.
Iguodala put the quote-unquote clamps on LeBron, although LeBron averaged 30, but he probably had
And Iggy
30.
had his sick 14 points a game in the finals.
Yeah. But LeBron had like what 30%
Steph
shooting.
Iggy was awesome.
30% shooting percentage. I guess that's why.
LeBron or Iggy also got to take like 30 wide open 3-point shots in that finals.
Yeah.
Literally.
So.
because of Stephen Curry.
Hey, best biceps in the game though.
Hey, he did hit some peanuts.
My Kings, Wade, DeMar DeRozan. Thank God.
That was
And-
easy.
Hey, Zach LaVine's back though.
Yeah, whatever.
And Saboner.
The Warriors re-signed Draymond, Porzingis, and Al Horford. How stoked are you?
Well, they haven't added any new players, so that's fun.
Yeah.
So we're running it back, baby.
Sweet. That was easy.
Literally.
Yeah, running it back.
I don't get why they brought Horford back. To be quite honest, not that I don't like him, but he's fucking like 58 years old. So,
Hey, he drained those threes in the.
in what?
What game was that?
Oh, a sick regular season game.
Yeah.
That's why we signed him. No, I mean, like I said,
No, was it the playing
the
game?
playing game against the Clippers. Whatever.
That game was fun.
Yeah, that was a nice reminder of what could have been.
Yeah.
Where Jimmy Butler would be used. Anyways,
Time for bar banter, boys.
the Gigantes.
I do have a few things for bar banter.
Cool.
Yeah.
Please bring him out. Do you want to start?
I'll start it.
Okay.
Start off, boy.
I want to start with. I made another error earlier when I was talking about Mike Love's daughter.
Oh, this is like PTI when they do errors and omissions. Go ahead.
When I was talking about Mike Love's daughter being in a band,
Okay.
I meant Brian Wilson's daughter, and I was talking about Wilson Phillips. That was a big mistake. That was a big mistake on my part.
Brian Wilson, Giants legend.
You want to split this? Or
Me
you guys
too.
are drinking
I
beers?
don't want to do that.
I want the whole thing. To be
There's
honest.
also this one. I mean, I guess I can split it with you.
You don't have to.
Um,
I just know he likes to Guinness, so I'll take the Guinness for
What,
it.
there's other beers in there. Do you have a different style you'd like?
Just maybe a smaller beer.
I have more pilsners.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did want to talk about. I just saw it today that KMBR laid off Greg Papa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I heard a lot about that.
That was
So that sucks. I listen to KMBR daily at work.
kind of sucks due to his health issues that he's been
Leukemia.
dealing with.
Yeah.
Well, what's interesting to me is when he gets healthy, it's gonna be funny because KMBR does the Niner games, and he's still the Niner. He still announces Niner.
Yeah.
Is that confirmed that he's still hired?
I don't.
employed by the Niners?
Well, because so does. I would assume so. Cause I haven't heard that he has been laid off by the Niners. I think I think it's a different entity.
That's a good question. Or a good point. Like I don't know. Is
Because
that actually related?
Niners-
I think
Even
it's because I think they're both different.
I would.
I mean, KMBR has a contract with the Niners to do their games, but I think Greg Papa's also with the Niners.
I would guess
outside.
those are tied.
You really think
I
so?
would guess so.
Because don't they?
And-
do they still do Niner games on 107.7?
They do both
Yeah.
because the Bone.
It's
and-
the same.
They're both owned by Cumulus.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I thought that was a weird, especially too because I think did he not just go in for like a big time like medical surgery or
Yes,
something
he
like
was
that?
in the hospital for like
very
it's like
recently.
70 days.
Yeah.
He had to get a bone. He had to get like a bone marrow transplant.
Yeah. I mean,
It's KMBR.
it'd almost be nice if they just like didn't say anything, but they did it. You know.
Yeah, KMBR
Those
has
kind of
done a lot of layoffs in the past.
Oh,
few years.
they're folding bad.
It's bad.
Yeah.
But still, I'm not a 97 the game, 95-7 the game fan at all.
Really?
I don't like those guys. I don't need to hear Guru and fucking.
I'll just say this, and maybe it's because I'm a Bay Area sports fan, but like the clips that I see of those guys versus the clips I see of KMBR guys
Yeah.
on social media, I like the 95.7 guys way better.
Well, that's fair.
And I don't listen
Yeah,
to them,
Yeah.
but-
Well, I think for me, I found KMBR first, so I think for me, it's just way more.
You're a little more attached.
Way more attached.
Yeah.
Speaking of like announcers that you enjoy listening to versus that really make a difference in the game. The other night with the Giants being on ESPN, those announcers stink.
Well, they're national announcers. Of course,
Dude,
they suck ass.
they're boring.
Yeah.
ESPN also has the worst commentators
They were
in
bad.
the world.
Yeah.
ESPN does not give a fuck about anyone.
Yeah. No, but it's sad about Greg Papa for sure. But I want to say he's still with the Niners.
I'm curious to see how that works itself out.
One of the other things I want to talk about, going back to World Cup, I wanted to save it for bar banter. But the visiting countries, all of the reports have come out about them experience American life and how pleased they were. They loved it.
Vibes, yeah.
How they said everyone was so nice. They enjoyed the food. They enjoyed the experience. Like America did it right for these other countries, and props.
Because I'm sure all they see is like negative propaganda.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And then just because we are going to get into Giants, just a quick little Giants thing that needs to be mentioned. Harrison Bader.
He guy's a fucking moron.
Fucking getting drunk and crashing his scooter. Needs to take a lesson off of Hunter Pence how to ride a fucking scooter.
Yeah.
He's pulling a mad bone.
Pull a Dev.
Luckily, yeah.
Love you, Dev.
I'm not in the camera for this one.
Luckily,
I think he ran into a fire truck.
He did. That's fucking insane.
Herbs luckily avoided his
No, yeah, fuck that guy.
contract.
That guy's played like 20 games for the Giants. He sucked ass.
Yeah.
And yeah, get that fucking guy out of here.
I mean, keep him for now because we don't have to pay him anymore.
Well,
right
whatever.
now.
Just, I would hope that he never suits up for the Giants ever again. That guy's more.
But that was my
That was good.
bar band.
That was good,
That
absolutely.
was fun. Yeah, so Giants and the MLB trade deadline kind of coming past.
Sell!
Yeah, full fire sale. Well, not a full fire sale, but they got rid of some guys and they made some good moves.
That was easy.
Luis Arraez, Robbie Ray, Elliot Ramos, Tyler Mahle, Caleb Killian, and Eric Miller, all traded away for prospects. Yeah, I thought they did pretty well. The thing that Giants fans, I think, need to be prepared for is, I mean, there's a lot of layers to it, but they need to be prepared for.
It's gonna be a few years.
They're not going to be competitive next year. Let's just be honest with ourselves, and probably not the year after that either.
Yeah.
If you look at even after these trades, a lot of the guys on their top 10 prospects list have an ETA for Major League Baseball in 2029 or later.
Okay.
So we got to be prepared for the next couple of years to be potentially rough.
And I've been saying it for a while now. We were so incredibly blessed to see 3 championships in 5 years. We may never see a championship again in our lifetime. Obviously, do we want one? Of course.
Yeah.
But we see a lot more than most teams see, or most fans see from their teams in their entire lives. So everything else outside of that, to me, is just, cherry on top.
It's gravy. Yeah. No, I mean,
I want my team to be good,
Yeah.
but I'm not expecting any kind of World Series anything ever again for the rest of my life.
I think it's
Just based on what we've already seen, it just
Yeah.
seems outside of, for baseball standards, outside of the Yankees and maybe the Dodgers. I mean, what else could you ask for?
I think it's unfair to just say championship or bust for your team every year. And I think Yankee fans are feeling that out because since 2000 they won one World Series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they're supposedly the cream of the crop, the all-time franchise in
Yeah.
Major League Baseball.
Well, they won fucking 10 in the 20s.
Yeah, I mean,
They just-
there's that factor too.
27
27
total.
overall, yeah. And they've been to 39 or something like that.
That's insane.
So I think it's unfair, but I think it is fair, especially from the Giants, because they are a franchise that has the capital to, theoretically be competitive every single season. So I think it's fair to say, y'all need to have a system in place that keeps us competitive every year.
Yeah.
I think, and there's no question there's always going to be some down years, which this is kind of that time, unfortunately. But you need to be able to show that you can turn that around with relative quickness. I think that's a fair thing to ask as fans. So for them to be competitive by the year 2029, or at least be interesting sometime in the next couple of years, I think is a fair ask.
For sure.
But yeah, asking for World Series championships every single year,
No,
that's not
that's
realistic.
insane,
I don't think it's realistic. Even for the Dodgers, of course they want to think that they're going to win the World Series.
Well,
every year.
this is the golden era for the Dodgers.
Yeah, and that's fine. They're having their time, but
It won't always be like this. It seems like it, but it won't always be
no,
like
it
this.
won't.
Only thing in question, and I want your opinion on it, trading Robbie Ray in division, how'd you didn't care? Doesn't bother you?
So here's the thing: he's going to be a free agent after this year. That's why he was traded.
Well, I know, but just in division.
Nah, that's actually better for the Giants. They got prospects from the Padres.
Yeah.
Think about it. I think it's better. I think the Padres doing it is more of an indictment. I mean,
the Padres can give the Dodgers more fits because the Padres are better than the Giants.
Yes, but I also think about it this way: like the Padres, I don't think they're a very good baseball team. They're competing in a space that they have no business being in. They're not good this year, and I don't know.
They're
I don't.
third place with that roster.
And all those star players are playing like absolute shit this year. Like
They're
Tatis is
still third place.
somehow, some way.
Yeah.
Like
so
Tatis.
So you're not worried they're going to catch fire?
Yeah, but you said they're still third place? I think it's more, they're only third place.
I would agree with you on that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're hovering over 500. With
They should be the
with
second
this-
place team in
with-
the division.
with guys like Bogarts, Tatis, and Machado that are all making over $30 million a
Yeah.
year. They should be way better than they are.
That's fair.
And Miller, who's the best closer in baseball. So, I just I think making out in that trade like with the Padres, I think that's actually a plus for the Giants. Only assuming that those prospects can make an impact at the Giants or the major league level for the Giants. But even regardless, like there's a 99% chance that Robbie Ray pitches for 2 months for the Padres and that's it.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with that.
You guys have any more games on the docket for the Giants this year as of right now?
It's not a high priority for me, but I would go to a game if it all worked out. But
I would like to go to one.
yeah.
You know. Oh, you're working anyways. Sunday would be a fun one to go to.
Oh, this Sunday.
Because they're doing the Giants Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, they're doing the Wall of Fame.
Wall of Fame. Yeah.
With all the guys from our era.
Yeah, that'll be bad like that too. Deb and I are going to a game on the 24th, I believe, 23rd. It's a Monday.
Nice.
Yeah. We're doing it's a series of books called Fourth Wing. They're doing the Fourth Wing night, and Devin loves the series, so that's why she wanted to go to that game. So
You guys dressing up?
it's not that serious.
I saw them do an advertisement for Girls' Night. Did you guys hear about that?
Isn't that every night for a baseball game?
Are we going?
Yeah, I'll be there. Ladies' Night.
Are they actually doing a ladies' night? Like
No,
girls'
I think
night?
it was called Girls' Night, but I only kind
Pretty
of
sure
heard
it's the
it.
same thing.
Nah, girls and ladies is different.
Okay.
If you catch my drift.
Yeah, I
Pedophilia.
think I'm getting
Easy.
Anyhow.
Goodness gracious.
family friendly show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Speaking of the Dodgers, they did acquire the top player on the trade market by the name of Tarek Skubal from the Tigers.
That sucked.
Not great.
Terrible. But he lost his first
He did,
pitching,
yeah.
game that he did.
Cubs win.
Okay, Harry Carey.
That's what I was going.
Hey, I got it.
Was Calvert there?
He was.
Comes
there.
in.
Wait, was it
Comes
in,
in.
was it in Chicago?
Yeah, that's why he was there. Because he works out of Chicago now.
Does he?
Yeah, he's been there for like over a year.
Who?
The Herd is in Chicago.
He is in Chicago, and Jason is in LA. They're not in the same studio anymore. He's been in Chicago for a while now.
Really? I had no idea.
Well, I said Harry
So-
Carey.
so-
When you said he was there, I'm like, he's dead.
So you're telling me, I guess I haven't watched the Herd in a while, so,
Yeah, he's been in Chicago for
so
a
they're
while.
not in the same room together.
No.
Why is he in Chicago? Do we know?
I don't know why. I forget. There was a reason he picked Chicago. He wanted to move there, I guess. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to get on game, dude.
Jeez.
Anyways, yeah, not great for the rest of the league that the Dodgers have acquired this guy. There's of course a lot of talk about baseball is broken, this and that.
Salary cap.
Dodgers get everybody,
Lockout.
salary cap, lockout, this and that. I love the conspiracies about the Tigers gave him away to the Dodgers to create this like animosity towards them and create
Make salary cap.
Yeah, exactly. Which I think is funny. I don't think it's true, but I think it's funny. I do think, though, Scott Harris, who's the general manager of the Tigers, who has had relations with Farhan, who now is back with the Dodgers, I think there's some cahoots.
Yeah.
There's some cahoots there.
That's gross.
And I think because there's a lot of people that don't feel like the Dodgers gave up enough to complete this trade.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And so I think there's a little. I think Scott Harris needs to be investigated.
Yeah.
Former general manager of the San Francisco Giants, by the way.
So I
Bum.
want to ask you this, and I said this in the group chat, but I didn't see you react to it. If the Dodgers don't three-peat, do you feel like there needs to be a salary cap still? Or is it only predicated on the Dodgers winning the championship once again?
No, the Dodgers are still good regardless.
Okay.
And I don't even think winning.
So for you, it's a salary cap regardless if they win or not. How would you feel?
Sure. Yes and no. Like I don't know that. Like I think there's a lot of people that don't think that a salary cap is the, end all be all to solve the issue.
Because these teams can figure out a way to probably get past that anyways.
Right. I think what needs to happen is they need to figure out, and I want to do. I've been meaning to do some more research on this. They need to have a better revenue sharing system in baseball. Every single league that we watch, so we're talking basketball, football, and hockey, baseball excluded, has a salary cap and a salary floor and a revenue sharing system that basically evens the playing field.
Keeps it all competitive.
Evens the playing field in terms of acquiring, retaining players.
Yeah.
Now, the development process is all different, and that's how you create your competitive advantage,
Yes.
which I think is totally fair.
Yep.
But in terms of what you can spend and what you can do with your roster, the Dodgers have, because they can spend so much more money, and they're not the only team. Like the Mets are in there, the Yankees are kind of in there as well.
The Yankees have the Yes Network.
Yeah.
They have money.
They have money. The Giants can spend money, not like those teams can, but the Giants can spend a lot of money too.
The Giants own the land they play on.
Yeah.
And they make profit hand over fist every game.
Yeah, so but the problem is that there's only like 7 or 8 teams that can do that, and I think that's just not a high enough percentage in a league that has 30 teams, that can compete on the level of acquiring players. And I think a big thing is like, why didn't the Brewers could have shelled out a bunch of prospects for Jerry School? Well, sure they could have, but that's totally against their model because they can only afford to spend so much money, so they have to think, we have to build through our system to create a competitive team.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the difference comes from, and that's where people don't really think about in terms of building your team. So, and odds are the Dodgers are gonna probably re-sign Terry Skubal to a fat extension when free agency comes around. That's the only reason he was traded.
Yeah.
Because he's a free agent. Tigers were like, we got to get something for him.
When I heard he wanted to go here anyways.
Well, yeah, and
Who wouldn't?
I don't blame him for saying that.
I mean, I think some players might want to try to not be a part of the
evil empire.
The evil empire. Thank you. Take the word out of my mouth.
No, and I get that too. Like I think there are some that do and some that don't care. They just want to win.
Yeah.
The empire.
Yeah, seriously.
But yeah, I think Major League Baseball needs to figure out, because they're talking salary cap. Well, let's talk about like forcing teams to spend a certain amount of money on payroll. I think and that doesn't necessarily mean giving bad players bad contracts. That's a different scenario, which could get ugly. But finding a way to even the playing field in terms of acquiring players.
If I'm not mistaken, did the Niners win those 3 championships in the '80s with no salary cap?
Yeah, the salary cap's only been around for the last probably 30 years, if I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe longer than that, but yeah, there was definitely a lesser deterrent. Yeah. But I don't necessarily. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't think the Niners were just like reeling in everybody like the Dodgers.
No.
I think it's different.
Yeah.
Well, Jerry was a farm guy.
Yeah, the majority of their
Joe was a farm
stars
guy.
were drafted.
Yeah.
Ronnie Lott, John Taylor, so on and so forth. Yeah.
Our Sharks.
Bye.
Yeah, seriously, busy off season.
Hell yeah. I love what the Sharks are doing. I like a lot of what the Sharks are doing.
You don't love it though?
Okay, so
His reaction to your answer.
Let's start with the love.
Okay, love.
They drafted Ivar Stenberg, 2nd overall, which winning that pick at number 2.
And you love this pick?
Fantastic. Well, I mean, I don't think there was any other way they could go.
Okay.
Obviously, they traded away one of our homegrown guys in Willie Macklin,
Yes.
which sad to see him go. But
Tough.
you gotta make tough decisions.
Of course.
And in GM Mike Greer we trust.
Yeah.
Also drafted Keaton Bearhoff and Ryan Lynn.
Jeremy Lin?
Ryan Lynn in the first round. So 3 first-round picks.
Awesome.
Adding to the already number 1 ranked prospect pool in the National Hockey League.
I'd love to
Give me some more of that. And then, of course, Macklin Celebrini gets his extension. 5 years on top of his year that he's going to spend with us next season. He is now the highest paid player in NHL history. which sounds scary. But were we going to do anything else?
No, we
Exactly.
weren't.
In Mac we trust.
And Mac we trust.
She should have
as well.
signed him for 50 years.
Yeah.
You know?
Now,
I'm so stoked for Macklin. I just absolutely.
I'm stoked for this Sharks season.
This season,
I've been dying for it to start out.
It's playoffs or bust. I'm not going to go crazy and say Stanley Cup.
No,
That's not
no.
realistic.
Get in the tournament.
Get
the
in the
dance.
tournament. Get in the tournament.
Yeah.
Maybe make the second round. Maybe.
Yeah, win a round, that'd be great.
Win a round would be fantastic.
Just get some playoff
Get competitive.
vibes.
I need to watch some
Bring
Sharks hockey.
competitive San Jose Shark hockey back.
Yeah.
Need to watch playoff hockey with my boys again.
To me, there's
Sharks playoff hockey.
Yeah, there's no reason this team shouldn't be in the playoffs. And I know that's kind of wild because
Hey, we need them back.
we do.
We have
do.
a prediction on this.
Yeah, bold prediction.
We do.
And you gotta feel good.
I'm feeling great.
Yeah. I'm afraid though that like mentally I'm getting too far ahead of myself with this team because they are so incredibly young.
Yeah.
But they did obviously in free agency they brought in some veterans, especially on the defensive side. Maybe not the best moves in terms of long term because they brought out some older guys.
Okay.
I mean, like Nurse, they traded for. He's a defenseman, 31 years old.
You want some experience though.
He's got 4 more years on his contract. That's probably not going to age well. Same with Trouba. He's 32, 4-year contract. Probably not going to age well.
What about Sherwood?
Sherwood, obviously, he was someone who signed last year.
Yeah.
That one
But
is
it's-
another dicey one. I like his play style.
Mhm.
Another one that probably last couple of years of that contract won't look great. But I think the Sharks are fortunate to be in a time where the salary cap is rising a lot. Like it was very flat for a long time, and in these next few years, it's going to go up quite a bit.
Yeah.
So they're kind of lucky in that regard. But
So you're telling me we're gonna get Macklin on a low in the next couple of years?
I mean, I don't think it'll be on the low until the very end of that contract, and that's assuming that he's still a superstar.
Yeah. Well, and the Sharks had to do this with Macklin because
There's
you cannot let this guy go.
well, here's
You can't.
we talked about in I think a group chat about
Yeah.
what happened with the Ducks and their star player.
Yeah.
We definitely could not have let that happen.
No.
Where we were in the situation where another team gives him a maximum contract that would handcuff us.
Yeah.
So I think getting his contract done was a no-doubter. I think Will Smith they need to hammer out a deal with him.
Yeah.
It's not going to be anywhere in the
No.
ballpark of Max.
Well, we need him. We need
But-
our second guy.
Yeah, he is definitely our number 2.
Maybe Misa can kind of move up this year.
Yeah, I mean Misa's
Figure it out.
got some more to prove. But
Well, no, I mean like just
yeah.
from a playing standpoint,
Yeah.
not a money
Yeah.
standpoint. But I'm stoked for the Sharks. Like October can't come soon enough.
I think they're so deep too, like as a whole, like in terms of they got the veterans, but they also got a lot of really good young guys that are ready to play and contribute.
I'm infinitely more stoked for the Sharks season than starting the Cowboy season. I'll say that right now.
I mean, in terms of just Bay Area teams too. I know you
Oh.
have your non-Bay Area teams too, but like
For you,
it's
it's
number one.
Yeah,
They're the most exciting. I mean, the Niners they could do something this year, but
And the
we-
Warriors, you still got Steph and Draymond.
Steph's fun to watch. But it's the Golden State Stephs.
Yeah.
It's not the
Well,
Golden State Warriors.
all I'm saying is the Bay Area team that can win the championship the soonest, as of right now, is probably the Sharks, maybe the Niners.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking like beyond this year, it's definitely the Sharks.
Yeah. I'm talking about male sports. 'Cause I know the Valkyrie are doing really good this year.
Yeah,
Like,
Valkyries are kicking
no
ass,
jokes
yeah.
aside.
Yeah,
Jokes
no,
aside,
they are.
like,
Yeah,
Valkyrie are
absolutely.
doing well. Talking about men's sports.
Yeah, but I like what we're looking at in terms of the Sharks roster.
So now, is it officially okay to buy a Macklin jersey? So you know he's going to be here for 5
Oh yeah,
years?
he's locked.
Yeah, he's locked in.
He is locked.
And he's, he grew up in the Sharks organization. Like he played
It's
with
just
the junior
it's
Sharks.
so awesome. Like
His
you know,
dad is a Warriors guy. Like
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to be anywhere else. To be quite
Why
honest.
would you? He was a junior Shark. What are the odds of being a junior Shark and then playing for
Well, and being
playing for the Sharks also?
arguably already one of the best players ever played for the Sharks.
Right. I mean, I assume that most of the teams have a quote unquote junior team or a developmental team, but like I feel like it's incredibly rare for it to come full circle.
Oh,
like that.
absolutely. Yeah,
Especially being a top prospect,
Oh.
not just like some average
It's-
guy.
You can't even make a movie about it. I mean, it just seems like you write it and say this is not real.
Right.
Like this is too far fetched.
Yeah.
Pretty Ricky Pearsall out for the year. Niners do sign
That was easy.
Debo Samuel.
That was easy.
Debo is back, baby.
He's wearing number 19.
He was coming back no matter what.
He's wearing number 19. You stoked?
Also like that.
Yeah, you like
Number
that?
one's cursed. Clearly.
Yeah.
Debo had his worst year as a Niner, number one. Ricky Pearsall's been hurt twice at number one. So.
That's
Is that
You tell me.
Is Ayuk grinding his teeth with Debo?
And he wears 2 number ones, so that's even worse.
yeah.
Is he grinding his teeth seeing?
I hope so.
Hey.
Fuck that guy.
Alex Smith was a good number 11 though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His moments.
Decent.
He was shitty for about 5 years.
Catch 3. He was like kind of like Barry Zito, but just never actually won a World
Yeah.
Series.
That was it. 2011 against the Saints. The run.
That was pretty sweet.
I stand by that. We probably could have won that Super Bowl if we kept Alex Smith playing.
Instead of Cap.
Yep.
I don't
I
know.
think
they
did
played such a
dirty.
different game with Cap versus.
I think not putting him back in due to his concussion.
But Cap was fucking killing it. Like how
Yeah.
how would
so
you?
was Alex Smith at that
He
point.
wasn't killing it. He was doing a good job winning football games.
Do you guys know that since 2011, every team you guys have lost to in the playoffs won the Super Bowl that year?
I don't know if
Wait,
that
say
makes me
that
feel
again?
good or bad.
So since 2011, when the Niners make the playoffs,
yeah.
every team you lost to in the playoffs end up winning the Super Bowl that same year.
That's pretty wild.
Gotcha.
Pretty wild
I'm
stuff.
pretty sure that's.
I thought you were saying every time we've lost to in the Super Bowl ended up winning.
Oh.
So I was like, yeah, duh.
Sorry.
I mean, yeah. So the Giants, the
Ravens.
Ravens, then Seahawks. Then we get back and we lost to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Lost to
Rams,
yep. Then lost to the Chiefs again, and then
Seahawks.
lost to the Seahawks last year. Yeah, that's pretty well.
Sad.
That's 7. That's 7 times.
That would make me not be able to sleep at night. I'll tell you that. I mean, what that is that coincidence. It's a strange coincidence.
It does.
It makes you feel like you're that close because you
Yeah.
have been that many times.
Yeah, it does tell you that you can argue they had the second best team 7 times,
Yeah.
which is not a great feeling,
Yeah.
but it makes you feel better about some
Yeah.
of those teams.
For
I
sure.
guess. Yeah.
Absolutely. I should know if you knew that.
I think I maybe heard that. Yeah.
It's insane.
Are you excited to have Debo back?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not like necessarily excited, but I think it's a smart move. Like just
Yeah, I guess that's a better way to
just
put
don't
it.
ask him to be the lead guy in the on the offense. Like if
Yeah.
he's the third option, I think that's the
Yeah.
perfect fit for him.
Well, I think now is he a third option because the Niners
Well,
receiving
I mean, let's just assume that like
yeah,
Mike Evans and Christian
Okay.
McCaffrey are fine come opening day.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
And with that being said, it's now time for the Dartz Board.
he's been holding that thing for
I know,
like 20
I know,
minutes.
I know.
No, I've been reading the.
What do you got for us,
Yeah,
Danny?
what do you have for us?
All right,
I'm
boys.
excited.
So we got a little competition. I'm gonna try to make it as
We
smooth
know
as
how
possible.
these go.
It's baseball related too. So
It is baseball related.
That's what I heard, anyways.
Sick.
Red Up Games is out.
So you guys are gonna give me. It's gonna be a snake draft, or yeah, we'll do snake draft. I need 5 players, and the goal is to get closest to 1,000 home runs.
Oh.
Without going over?
Well, you can. It just closest to 1,000.
Nice. And we got to pull these off the top of our head. Or you have.
I think we should
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
I think we should do the Price is Right. Closest
No.
without going over.
No, it's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Danny says no.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Gage, you want to do a coin flip?
Sure. I'll go ahead.
Just let Gage shoot first.
It's tails.
You go first. I mean, I know how I'm gonna. I mean, I know we're gonna pick one of the same guys, the top 2. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay.
You might not, because you gotta be strategic.
So I got to
want
pick
closest
5
to
guys
1,000.
and create the closest to 1,000
Home
total
runs.
runs.
But you can
Career
go. But you can
runners.
go over 1,000.
But you still gotta be closest to 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you go too far over, then you're fucked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, just proximity.
So like if I go like 1,300 and he goes.
800, I'm closer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You got it? But, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, all
And
right.
I'm not telling you the number until.
Of course,
yeah,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's gonna be tough.
Okay.
He's better at math than I am too. So.
Well, you gotta know.
But I also got to know who's hit what.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with. Let's start with Jeff Kent.
All right.
I know that's a relatively large number. It's going to be a good chunk.
Gage is on you.
I'll go Adrian Beltre.
Ooh, snazzy.
Beltray, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's back to you, Gage.
Okay. I'll go Chipper Jones.
Big numbers out the gate.
Okay. Now goes to Emerson.
Give me
We're going 5 each?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Luis Ariz,
Interesting.
and also give me Randy Wynn. Giants legend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go all Giants, by the way, just to keep you all informed.
I'll go. So I have Beltray and I got Chipper, so that's probably around. That's probably 700 or 800 already right there. I'll go Buster Posey. Yeah, I think he got 150,
Sounds about right.
close to it.
I believe it's back to you, Gage.
And then I'll go. Let's see. That's a good question. Let's see. I'll go with. I know who my last one I want to be, but I don't know about this one. Let's see. I'll go. Fuck, that's pretty tough. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I'm not really good at this. What's a player that I know doesn't hit a ton of home runs, but can hit a good amount of home runs?
Rookie bets. What did you just hit? 300?
Did he?
Was it?
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I'll go. Fuck, I don't really know because I already know I got a lot. I think right now.
Think of a Giants player that didn't hit home runs. Can I give you one?
No, I'm not trying to do just Giants.
But I mean, that's the easiest thing to come to mind.
That's a good point. I'll go Brandon Bell.
Nice.
Brandon Bell, that feels pretty good.
So I get the next two, Danny?
Yes.
And that's it, right?
Yes.
Who do I have again? I got Jeff Kent.
Arise and Randy Wynn.
Okay, I'm gonna go another forever Giant, Marvin Bernard. I know that touches home for Danny. And I'm also gonna go Mel Ott,
Ooh.
throwing it back.
And for my last one, I'm gonna go Bartolo Colon.
Which is one, right?
I almost went Dwayne Kuiper, but
That'd be good.
I'll go
That'd
Bartolo.
be really good, actually.
So if you guys want to chat between yourselves, let me do a little math.
Yeah.
Yeah, struggle. I mean, yeah, I think.
I'm curious what my number's gonna be because I don't really know what Randy Wynn and Luis Ariz have. I figure they're kind of in total in the
Yeah.
200 range.
Yeah. That's pretty good though. I like that. I hope you do the same thing with football. I guess you said, but maybe touchdown throws
Something like
with
that.
quarterbacks or something like that.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty good. I
that'd
like
be
that.
fun.
I think I'm gonna be. I feel okay, for sure.
Bold prediction: I'm 1,000 on the dot.
Dude, that'd be impressive. I wouldn't be shocked, but I'd be impressed if that was the case. I think Bartolo might have. No, I mean my top guys. I had a lot of.
Okay, Remy. So you took Chipper. You took who was after that or before that?
I'm not trying to look at this list. I don't want to ruin it. I kind of forget
Yeah.
what I said.
Beltray, Chipper,
Those guys
Posey,
both
Bell,
probably
and
like
Cologne.
700 combined.
Yeah.
Posey's got 150ish, so like thinking 850.
Brandon Belt.
Brandon Bell, he's got. You might be over. I'm thinking in my mind,
Yeah.
even with the Bartolo solo.
That was like when
I do love that pick,
when
though.
I was thinking on my fourth, I had Bartolo as my fifth the entire time,
Really?
so I didn't want to ruin it.
I love it.
I almost went Kuiper and Bartolo, but I knew I needed some more home runs.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If I had to guess, you're a little over. I think I might be a little over too. I'm not sure.
Well, it's funny because like, do you go Bonds and then go like Bartolo?
Well, that's the thing is like, if you go
Carter?
Bonds, you're like 3/4 of the way there.
Yeah, exactly. And you go.
And then you got to really dial it back.
Yeah.
Think
Because
of
I know
some-
you could do Bonds, you could do Posey, and you know
you're like 900, give or
Yeah.
take.
and
And then you go for some slap hitters.
Yeah. You do like Ichiro.
Although Ichiro might have been close to 100 home runs. He might be over at that point.
You could do like Ricky Henderson. He probably didn't have a lot of home
No,
runs.
Ricky Henderson hit home runs. He probably had over 200 in his career.
Well, I know he's the most leadoff home runs of all time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly.
He probably has over 200.
Yeah.
All right, Gage, you went with Beltre for your number 1 pick. It's 477 home runs.
Oh, he had more than I thought. I thought it was like 3-something. Shit, you're gonna be over.
Yeah.
Then you
What
went.
did Chipper have? 500?
Chipper might be over 4 too.
Then you went with Chipper Jones, 468
Oh,
home runs.
fuck. You're way
Jeez.
over
Yeah.
that. Because Buster and Belt, there's like 3 combined.
Buster Posey, 158.
Oh, okay. He had more than I thought. Okay.
Brandon Belt, 194.
Ooh, yeah.
And Bartolo Colon with 1.
Okay.
With a total of 1,298.
Yeah.
I was thinking you were at 1,100, but yeah, damn.
Emerson, you went with Jeff Kent. He had 377 home runs. Arise, 41 home runs.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, even a little bit less than I thought, but okay.
Randy Wynn, 110 home runs.
Okay.
Marvin Bernard, 54 home runs.
All right, I like that.
Mel Ott, 511
Ooh, he had
home
way
runs.
more than I thought. I thought he was like 4.
He's probably still got
For a total of 1,093.
Nice, that was pretty good.
When you said Mel Ott, I saw that. I was like, oh, he's way over.
Yeah.
And then I saw the.
I honestly thought he was in like the mid-4, like low to mid-4s, so if that would have been the case, I would
That's
have nailed
pretty-
it.
that's pretty
But you said you have 5 what?
511.
5?
Ooh,
Oh,
that's a
damn.
lot.
More than I thought.
Good
for
call,
sure.
Emerson. Good call. I didn't know Chipper had that many.
Both Beltre and Chipper, they had more than I guessed. You said Chipper was 490 something?
482.
42? Shit.
Or 468. 468.
So 460, okay.
That was good though. That was good.
That was fun.
And that was the Dartz Board.
And which means it's time for.
Last call. Emerson, you got something. I don't have anything.
You have anything, Darce? You got anything?
I think I got it all off my chest.
All right.
Yeah.
So, club soccer, it's 2 weeks away. I know you guys are really excited after watching the World, after watching the World Cup. Nonetheless, we have Tottenham playing their first game on, I believe it's Saturday, August 22nd.
Okay.
PSG opens on Sunday, August 23rd.
Okay.
I'm just going to lay down. I'm going to go with my bold prediction about
So this is a
Tottenham.
bold prediction. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to. Presented by Fernet Branca.
And what is your?
My bold prediction, and I believe Sal will confirm that this is a bold prediction because I know you guys aren't big soccer guys. But I'm going to say that Spurs, after back-to-back 17th place finishes in the Premier League,
That's a basketball team.
the Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, after back-to-back
Tottenham Sun.
Tottenham Sun, that is me. After back-to-back 17th place finishes in the English Premier League, they are going to qualify for European play next year. And there are multiple ways that they can do so. One would be by finishing in the top 5 in the league. And other 2 ways would be by winning the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup, which I don't believe they're going to do either of those. But I'm going to just put it on wax. And we can keep that tentative. Sal will confirm. I think he's going to think I'm...
So I'm going to say the Spurs will qualify for European play next year.
Yeah, so that means either the Champions League, the Europa League,
Okay.
or the Conference League. So
Okay.
there's three different leagues they could qualify for.
I don't mind that. That's
So
cool.
I'm thinking big things for Tottenham this coming season.
Okay, I'm trying to look at our bold predictions. That's the first bold prediction since Danny made one in April. Because he had his that said San Jose Sharks make the playoffs in 2 years back in 2025. He also made one in April that says the Sharks make the playoffs next year and win a series.
Do you still delete them after they're over with though?
I do.
So do you think that there's been any since that have been done
But Danny did. Danny
No, just in general. Any of us.
That could have been beyond that.
Oh, yeah, I have one. I said Thundering three-peat.
No, I'm saying, do you think that there's been any predictions that have made and then been completed since the last one that you said?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
No, I still keep. I've kept.
So you do still keep them. So this is the well, really. Okay.
So
I know we've only done a handful of them.
you haven't done that many this year so far. I mean, you and Stone had the Giannis will leave the Bucks, or is that one already? So Dylan owes for that one. So
Yeah, that one.
one's
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that one's already.
So outside of that, everything looks pretty okay.
Come on, you Spurs.
Yeah, I don't have anything else, Danny. You?
Like I said, I got it all out of my chest and bar banter.
I think this would be a good time to tell the people that this coming football season we'll be changing our frequency. We usually do once a week during football season. We're going to go every few weeks, kind of feel that out.
Yeah.
I think
it'll work out.
Yeah, I think about it now too. Like maybe once we get to like December, we could go every other, and then like playoff time, we could ramp up even to every week if we feel that way.
Yeah.
Just because
That makes sense.
But yeah, we're gonna kind of feel it out and maybe change the concept a little bit. But nonetheless, we want to give our best content to the people. So
Absolutely.
we're making a little change. But
I felt today was a pretty good episode, given energy wise.
Yeah.
That's because we haven't done this in a little bit, and I think it could be the same way when it comes to doing this this podcast every 3 weeks.
Yep.
Which we plan on doing as of right now. So we'll see how it goes.
yeah, absolutely. And definitely excited for this season. And we got fantasy football coming up.
We're drafting on the 6th of September.
Yeah,
Do you remember?
it's my favorite month of the year. With that being said, thank you all for watching, listening. We're glad to be back, and we'll see
Appreciate
you next time. Peace.